Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it comes down to this. It's been a weekend with 52 teams, a $6,000 prize pool, and additionally, we also had a cast-off. That's why we're here. But hey, again, it's grand finals time. We have got a rematch. It is Pinnacle versus One44. This one's going to be a heater, going to be a good one. Previous series was a 3-0. But before we hop into it, my name is Santrums, and I'm joined here by the man, the legend, Mr. Bez O, the man from the Outback, the man all the way in Australia. Tell me, how are we feeling about this series?
Oh, man, it's been such a good day. It's been such a great event as well, and what a deserving grand final. Two of the best teams this tournament had to offer, now squaring up in the grand final. Of course, One44 out for revenge. Luge was very short of words. You know what that team is feeling right now. You know what they have to go through to get this done. And of course, we heard from Conwar as well. You know, those boys are locked in just as much too. But as we look to the map pool, Tanner, this is going to be the best of 5 set out for now. If, however, One44 are able to win this best of 5, we will get a bracket reset to another best of 5. But of course, we will start with these 5 maps. And what do you think, Tanner? Are you seeing any interesting map choices?
I mean, you have got Den, you got Overload Scar. You know, One44 just came off a banger map on Overload Scar. So, you know, it gets to the map 3, it could be a little bit different. You know, you saw in the previous series where Pinnacle just absolutely dominated them in the Overload. But hey, new series, it's time, new mentality as well. The boys are absolutely dialed in from One44. But a Den hardpoint to kick us off here in the grand finals is just an absolute banger. I see this one being definitely closer. You know, it was closer even in the Colossus hardpoint in the first series, but, you know, a lot more intensity, a lot more better mentality. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Pinnacle versus One44 Esports. Here is your grand finals of the game arena kickoff.
Oh, here we go. Map number 1, Den hardpoint. 2 Titans facing off against each other. Let's see who comes out on top. Will Pinnacle reign their champions, or will One44 get their revenge and force the second best of 5? We're going to find out here as we start off with P1 in the center of the map, and Luge sponging every second he can right now.
Yeah, the nade not going to be able to connect with anything. Luge already put some shots down on the heady on Nedra so far, and it's already 10 points on the board here. Should be able to find a kill with this lethal. Does he do so? He does some damage. 2 dead in the feed now, but the time's still going in the favor of One44, and they're also maintaining these spawns as well, Bezo.
Yes, they are, and Pinnacle right now trying to fight. Trying to do what they can to get some touch on time, but so far One44 looking locked, looking ready to go, and they are shooting very well so far. Good amount of time on P1 as well, Tanner. It's going to be close to about 40 seconds. It'll stop at 35 as Pinnacle get their first couple as we go to
baby.
P2.
And it's careful. Right back into the grand finals. He is dialed in, looking for another. Conma going to be able to respond with a big 2, though. Trying to get some time onto the hard point. Like you said, it was a great start from One44. In the meantime, they still have these P2 spawns. Like I said, it's going to help your team succeed.
Yes, it will, but you got to be careful not to heat check, because guys like Hype are going to set you down real quick. Sparks having a little streak of his own, but Hype starting with 5. One44 setting the tone nice and early. Currently trying to slide in. Comlight goes down. Silver trying to slide on in, seeing what he can find. A couple of team shots, but it's a 4 down. One44 all drop. They get the back spawn as well. Pinnacle hold on to time. Yeah, and you already got somebody rotating new. That's going to be Hype going through the middle of the map. Going to have to fight number 6. Not going to be able to spot him off rip, so it's going to be 2 dead. But you need to go ahead and focus on P3 for the boys here at One44 Esports. Pinnacle fighting their way back on in. 6 going to be able to secure those rotations for the time being. But hey, what a start to this one. Yeah, and it's a back-to-back 4 down, which is going to trap them in the back here. They're going to have to work to get out of this trap and find their way over towards P3. And you can see Hype already on the flank here. They got the back spawn with Careful as well, which was red. 5 picks it up. Now 4 drops as well, leaving Sparks all alone. Conmar on a 4. It's all happening right now, Tanner.
I mean, Sparks finds 2, trying to break onto the hard point, waiting for the reinforcements to come on in. The boys from Pinnacle just now going to spawn up, so the gunnies are going to be fresh. The gunnies are going to be going. It's contest time now. Nobody getting any time. White time sometimes can be good time, but the boys from Pinnacle are fighting, and so are the boys from One44. Guns are ablazing. Trades are everywhere. No one has control.
Couple of players heating up, starting to feel the seriousness of this stage of the tournament, the final match, the final series, possibly another reset if you're lucky enough to go the distance for 144, but they know the task ahead of them. One map at a time, one series at a time. Things may fall their way, who knows, but this Pinnacle team has looked solid so far, and a very even scoreline as we go into P4.
Yeah, you once had a 40-point lead going off of P1 into P2. Pinnacle do a great job of breaking in, getting some scrap on P2, hold the P3 down, and they're holding P4 excellent so far. Let's see if they can continue it here.
And here comes Luge from the side. Gets picked up by Server, though. Plays the hill, 6 HP. Waiting for the push from the front. First kill going to be from the outers. Pipe's going to pick up another one on the outers. Laying down very nice and low. Nezra able to find cover behind the tree. Able to try and stay alive. Does very well. Luge can't land a bullet. Choco there to support as well. It's all happening right now. Pinnacle have edged away with the lead.
Yeah, you know, Pinnacle getting it going now. They are up to 90 points, potentially going to be over the 100-point mark. But hey, before we get into any more gameplay and any more guns ablazing, I want to hear some comms going on for the boys here at Pinnacle. Take us in to a listen.
Dojo. Playing for panel. Got me on. No.
Hey, yeah, I'm going down. I'm running down.
You dead.
No, hold that. That's true. I heard you. I'm going top window.
I'm getting out.
Yeah, I'm on top.
Yeah, he's in a corner under you.
Bottom you dead. I got him. Go get time.
Right side time. Pedro, I couldn't get the time.
Pedro done.
One lobby.
One top window.
Lobby. I got naded. He's left side lobby and top window.
Nothing you. Heard you.
One push.
Shout me. Get out.
Lobby. Right side.
Right side of lobby.
Dead.
Dead in here, right, Sean?
Yeah, I don't see anything you. I don't see anything.
Hard hold you.
I'm gonna go you.
Holding it. I'm holding you. One's on you. I'm waiting.
I'll low left.
I'm going you.
Heard you. On me.
You
You're dead. Where are you? Good window. Time
dead.
Broken. Doing broken.
Yeah, he's you, Cody.
On top.
One shot.
I'll hold you.
Daytime.
Oh my, Tanner, you wouldn't believe this a grand final with comms like that. So cool, calm, and collected from the boys at Pinnacle.
Yeah, I mean, like Conma said in the interview, we just like to keep it simple. Nothing complex. Just do our roles. Don't get too fancy with it. Be simple, and that's how you win the game. Doing the simple things, getting their way on back into the game after a 40-point deficit. They're now up by 40 at the moment.
Well, that's it. And they're now starting to claw their way back, starting to set the tone a little bit. Here comes Luge, the man we spoke with as well, looking to heat up. Couldn't find that final one on Nezra. Got him pretty weak, though. We'll slow the push. Got some numbers inside of the point as well, so if you're careful, your job's to watch the front. You gotta make sure no one presses on him, but the timing could not work out. Worse for him if he tried, and now it's gonna be a sole player on the hill. He gets taken out by Server, and wow! What a shot from Luge, breaking on into the time on a 3 spree of his own. Team got the back spawn, and 144 retake the lead time.
Yeah, that lead has been negated. The boys from 144 hopping right back into the hard point, but however, Choco has something to say about it. They're going to be able to get the back spawns, going to be able to get the scrap time as well. But again, Pinnacle going to go ahead and have those early P3 rotations. Let's see how 144 breaks on through.
It's going to be interesting now. This next hill wasn't probably one of their strongest hills in some of the maps we've seen in different series, but they can definitely turn this around. They're going to get through Nezra, who's locking down middle. That's another 4 down for Pinnacle. They take control of the hill. They take control. They force the spawn deep front as well. They're going to be very on top of this as well. Luge's going to have to take his time here. They press on forward. I believe a streak was used, possibly. I'm not sure what that sound was. Maybe, yep. Hellstorm in, doesn't get anyone. Luge pressing on through to find some time here. Nezra gets picked up as well, so a nice little break from 144.
No, that's a good investment of the Hellstorm missile. Makes them have to hide, makes them have to think for a moment, and it gets 144 space on the map. They claim back on the hill hard on the hard point, but my God, Server! What a triple kill. And just like that, Pinnacle right back on.
Massive moment there for Server, trying to keep Pinnacle in this game, not let that lead blow out too much. But tell you what, Tanner, I want to hear how the comms sound for 144. We spoke to Luge earlier. I'm sure they're on fire, but let's get a quick listen in and see how the boys are sounding.
Weapons. He's outer.
Short.
Spawn back.
In the back dojo. Hitting their lobby right now. Nice. 2-2-2.
Spawn here. Not Server. Bullet dead.
Nice. 3-3-3.
Outer. Need trouble.
Yo, close window. Not weak combo. Just holding the window heady. Just stay down in the door corners. Window heady. There's another one, Luge. Another one.
My trophy blue. Spotter.
Window. One shot.
Spotter.
Outer. I naded him on the roof. Naded on the roof. Naded outer roof. Nice. Front window. Weapons.
Outer and close left. It's just 2. I'm just getting free card.
He's close left in the corner, and then one's on the tree. One could be in the...
you hear a little bit of positive, and then you also hear a little bit of frustration as well. One's had a 20-point lead. Now, again, getting negated by the side of Pinnacle. They're breaking on in. Choco trying to find some stuff, but Luge finds a big 2, and that's huge scrap time here for the boys at 144.
That is a massive scrap break there. That 10 seconds could go a long way here. That might cause the difference towards the end if this is a close game. That's another big one from Sparks, who's slowly starting to heat up, get his way back into this game, try and rally the troops from 144 Esports, and they're keeping this game nice and contested. You don't know which way this is going to go. This could still go either way. Pinnacle very much not out of this game, and a 27-point difference here on the third set of P1.
And that kill by Careful is going to be able to get them the spawns as well. 3 going to have some mid-map presence, but you got a player up top. That's going to be Server watching over the boy here on the hard point. Go for the jump shot is going to be Sparks. Finds it for the time being, and now 144 almost over the 200-point mark.
On Server, good shots from the top. Nezra's going to pounce, though. Found that little gap, sneaks on in, takes the kill. Got another couple nearby, though. You can't overheat here. You got to be composed. Got to try and find the gap to get through to P2 as you see the time slowly dwindling down. Careful with irons over the top. Conwa rips the head, takes 3 with him. Nezra on a 3 as well. Late control here for Pinnacle should just about give them the lead as well by about a second. And look at the foot race over to P2.
Yeah, I like that. Player's going to be by himself, so 144 just says, hey, we're going to forward push this front. We're going to be able to break on into the hard point. We're going to get P2 control as well. We're going to push them out. We're going to get all the kills, and now they're starting to find the hill time as well.
Oh boy, and here comes Shoko from the side door. Almost found himself a third. Luge lingering nearby, trying to do what he can. Wasn't expecting Nezra to go flying across his screen like a savage monkey, but comes on in with the pistol here. Hype. Good shots on the back stairs. Server trying to play his life, but can't. He gets overwhelmed. Tanner, they find another break. 30 seconds left on P2.
I mean, it's been neck and neck. It's a nail biter. This one's close. This one's going to go down to the wire. Maybe, potentially P3, P4. The boys everywhere fighting left and right. Trades. Hype. Luge finding 2 in the feed. Finding the time as well. And right now, 144 might just run away with it.
Oh my God. That's another 4 down, late 4 down for 144. That's even more time going to go their way. It's going to be another foot race for Pinnacle to get over to P3. Careful goes down. Conwa put down to 5 health. But here, if you're Hype, you have to slow it down. You cannot take this break on your own. You got to wait for your teammates. He says, nah, I'm just going to fly on in. He catches Choco. The pistol comes out. Tanner, they find another break.
But Server is absolutely fine. He finds the kill play as his life for a moment. Combo going to be able to watch over him. For the meantime, you got 2 players pushing through the middle of the map. Number 5 making a huge play here. If number 5 gets this, yes, going to be able to flip the spawns as well. So now they're going to be spawning in the back, get some control of this hill, get right back into the game, right here, right now.
And if you're Pinnacle, you can't win on this hill as well. You got to think about the next hill. You can see number 5 lurking. Nezra's already on top of it, making sure no one gets through. So now it's down to Server, who drops, but now you got so much time left on this hill to be won. Luge just got to press on forward, throws the stun. Bad timing on Conwa. Now Conwa looking to close on him, but he's got to play it slow. He's got to wait for his team to pinch from middle. Here we go. One final chance for Pinnacle to stay in this game. They find the break. 4 seconds needed, though.
4 seconds needed.
And 3 down.
Finds a 2. Kama finds 1 as well. And 1 second left. They get the timer. They get the buzzer beater. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 144 take your map 1 of the grand finals, and it's Luge getting loud, banging the glass, shredding ass for sure in the lobby. The boys are here right now. A different result from the last series.
Oh my God, I was staring at the minimap then. I seen they had the benefit. Spawn 2 Pinnacle was set up and ready to go. There was no one from 144 on that side of the map, so if they didn't get that last quarter second tick over to 250, that might have been wraps. That might have been a really bad situation. Pinnacle were ready to go for new. Unfortunately, just a half a second too slow. And you have a look at some of those stats from Pinnacle. So many objective kills there on their side. Kills all across the board for both sides. And what a way to start this first best of 5. 144 Esports get the first map under their belt, 250 to 222.
Yeah, like Luge said in the interview, he said, hey, we should have won map 1 in the last series. Basically does it in this series. Almost the same exact score as well. You know, a little bit of a similar close score there. And Luge, there's no scams out of the boys here at 144. They lock in, they take map number 1, but now you go to a Scar, Search, and Destroy, which both of these teams you have seen. You know, Luge and them just 6-0'd in the last series on this map. Pinnacle, of course, the chemistry is there. Yeah. They're dialed in as well. This one's going to be a good map. Same thing.
I feel like we've watched so much Scar S&D as well.
And guess what?
This has just been a repeat.
And guess what? this is 144's pick as well. So this is something they're favoring. You know, I think they're feeling hot on the map. I feel like careful with the snipes right now is just too hard to stop. You know, last game, you saw them have 2v4s in that scenario. But again, you're going up against a very talented Pinnacle squad. You know, they're probably pissed off. You know, like Conwa said, in the search in the last series against them, he said we were up 3-1. I started calling stupid stuff. We got pissed, so we went right back to the simple stuff, basically. And that's the thing. You just pissed off a really good team with high chemistry, and now you're going to a search and destroy where chemistry really matters most. So potentially could be a 1-1 series soon, but I wouldn't be surprised if 144 goes up 2-0.
Now, if you're either one of these teams, you need to make sure any clutch situation you capitalize on, any numbers advantage you capitalize on. You cannot afford at any point to lose 1v2s, 2v3s, 2v4s, whatever it may be. If you have numbers advantage, you need to win the round in any situation. If you start dropping those, that's probably going to be the big difference here in this matchup. Oh, here we go. Starting off, Scar, map number 2, search and destroy.
Yeah, starting off map number 2 in the search and destroy. Hype already pushing up on the plane. Well, I have an idea this player's going to be there, going to be able to get the first blood, but you need to capitalize it. We have seen this all weekend where first bloods have been so detrimental where you get it, but you don't succeed on it. Let's see if 144 can do just that.
I feel like Pinnacle have seen this play before as well, and look at 5. Nezra already there, waiting at A, waiting for the bomb. He knows something's up. They didn't press completely up through B. They've got a little bit more information. Server's seen it from top green as well. He doesn't spot anything from B, so they know this wrap could be on here. And the longer you take, the longer it's going to be easier for this defense to set up. But that numbers advantage leaning 144 way.
Yeah, you got a player top green. You also got somebody camping really on the back steps, just waiting for some info to be gathered. Chaka just sitting through the mid cut. But hey, good thing is you got 4 players up here. Careful, going to be able to watch over with the sniper as well. Bomb going down now, so A site, 45 seconds left. Pinnacle, how do you retake?
What a spot. Oh my, Nezra caught a glimpse of that scope and said, you know what, I want none of it. But now Nezra, final player alive, 1 versus 3. This is the round I was talking about. These are the ones you cannot lose. You cannot lose these, Tanner. You can't. You literally cannot afford it, but careful. Still alive right above him with the scope. Shots on him on the bomb. He gets out, 1 versus 1. Oh boy. You can't let it get that close. They still get the round, though.
They still get the round, indeed. But gets a little bit close. He slides. He gets behind the bomb. That could have maybe been a different scenario there. But, hey, 144. Take your round number 1. They get the bomb plan as well. They open up with the first blood. They succeed with it as well. Like I said, it's very detrimental. I've seen out through the weekend, you get a first blood with the snipes, or you get a first blood with the nades. You get a first blood with your gun, but you just can't capitalize on it sometimes. 144 finally does that, and they're up 1-0.
Great first round to get on the board. Started hot and hard point. Starting good in this search and destroy. Common pattern here. Let's see if they can keep it up. As they go through round 2, we swap sides. It'll be Pinnacle on their offensive setup. We'll see if they decide to get aggressive. A similar play maybe to what 144 just threw at them with a B fake. Late play A. BC careful. He loves this spot inside. Sniper in the mid shop. He's given it up though. Slow retreat. Nothing giving so far.
Yeah, 4 is going to be the only player watching this A side, so no one's got a side on A right now. The boys here from Pinnacle could just go on through. Top Green's going to finally show some presence, but this bomb is going down, and ladies and gentlemen, we could be seeing a 4v4 retake coming up very soon. 45 seconds on the clock. Here we go, Bezo.
Lucky just to get away, Nezra. Oh, very careful not to give his life away. You can see the slow retake. They want to clear out their spawn. Just make sure, and they're going to go a 4v4 retake. Sniper's still in play as well, which can be a problem. Hype gets 1. Sparks gets another. Careful. Picking up 1. Conwa, Choco, down to the final 2. 2 versus 4, and this is the situation I was talking about. You can't lose. They secure 1. Conwa, final player. He can only do so much in this position before Sparks takes his head clean off his shoulders.
I mean, that is a clean retake for the boys here at 144. They play it smooth. You know, they don't play it too fast. You know, sometimes the 4v4s, people are like, oh, they're just playing it. Let's surprise them a little bit. They play it by strategy, 1 by 1. They put Conwa in a 1v4. He's able to pick up 1, but it's just too many men on the map. Too much gun presence in the way. Gets the skull ripped. Great round out of 144.
And I mean, the patience is good. They're not giving away information early in that round about their positions either. It takes Conwar out of the play. Conwar's so far away. He wasn't there. He wasn't able to be a trading position for his teammates. They simply isolated him unintentionally, but it was a very good retake, all forcing the front. 2-0 lead as well. Great start for 144. Let's see if they can continue it here as they go back to their offensive side.
No, for real. And now it looks like they want to take it A again. Luge is kind of peeking over, just throwing some shoulders, gaining some info, trying to decide when to make the first move. But again, careful, camping that mid building, waiting for somebody to cross into the scope here. Will it be somebody with the wall bang? No, it will not just yet.
You cannot give... It's... Oh, my goodness. Flak jacket or something saves his life there through the wall. Incredible to stay alive there. Choco, closest player to the bomb here. His life's important. He's just waiting for the player to slide across. Doesn't have to do anything else. He's got a trophy there to defend him. The only thing that might work against him is that trophy might get a tag. They might get that information, but Luge playing nice and close right next to him on the other side of the box.
Yeah, but Server ready for the trade immediately if he kills Choco. Combo there as well, but number 3 holding the anchor holding it down in the middle map as well. Does Luge take the guess? Does he see him? Oh my gosh, what a spot. What a blend. Finds first blood. Pinnacle.
It's that warm palette skin, that customizable outfit that he's got on. Sparks is able to pick up 2 though. Server and Choco now down to a 2 versus 2. Hype and Sparks final 2 up. They find the pinch. Now it's down to 1. Server. Yep. Smart to just play his time here. He doesn't have to get overly aggressive. He knows the bomb's going to get put down. Gets a hit marker. That is criminal. That is absolutely criminal.
Let's go.
144 capitalize on another good round. It got real close again. If he gets that snipe, there's a chance he maybe pulls out the secondary and does some crazy stuff there. But Hype, thank God. Great spot, great timing. Secures the round.
I mean, again, Bezo, it's another 2v4 from 144.
Yep.
I mean, these boys are just absolutely dialed. The numbers can be in their advantage or a disadvantage, but somehow, some way, they find a way to win. They're up 3-0, 3 more to go up 2-0 in the series here. But hey, Pinnacle, you can't make an 0-3 comeback unless you're down 0-3. Let's see if the boys lock in and do what Conwa said. Be simple.
4 streaks here on the board as well. Just a centimeter off Drake, scoping him. The hell, Nezra securing that. Boy, that got close. But you lose a life early. Bomb's working its way over to A. They know they just have to play numbers on the retake here. You cannot scam and give a life away if you can afford not to. So they're going to try some util here. Trophy is down to protect Nezra. Post-plant, though, and Luge looking to get up nice and aggressive on the wood stairs, but he overswings. He's probably in trouble here.
Could be in trouble, and the peak, and there's the scope. The boy is dead. Sparks, 1v4 would be absolutely generational. 30 seconds left on the clock here on a 4 spree. May just camp this one out to get the Hellstorm missile for a late game scenario. But hey, Pinnacle more than likely should put their first round on the board.
Yeah, and I like this position from 7 as well. Conmar pretty much got the entirety of mid-map locked down as we got a little emote here. And Conmar's going to go lurk it. They know for some reason he's got to be playing his life somewhere. They know something's up, so now they're going to go start clearing things. We'll see if they check the mid-room. It's the only spot they haven't checked, though. And he'll get away with his life. Spots Choco, chooses not to shoot.
I like that.
Playing for that streak heavily.
Hey, I mean, I like that out of him. You know, it's a kind of a hard situation. You know, more than likely you probably won't clutch that. You're getting closer to a Hellstorm missile. Play the late game scenario. You know, play it if you get it in the future rounds here. But hey, right now 144 is up, and you know the one thing I've noticed, Luge is on a donut right now, and they've been balling.
That is true. Also to note as well, 144 not giving him the extra kill for that round 11 defense as well. So whether it's streaks or whether it's playing for the round 11, either way, smart heads up play. We'll see if this sniper gets active here in Server's hands. As you know, he's in a threatening position most of the time. Little shoulder was lucky to get away with that one. You know Careful's not going to repeat that.
No, not at all. You know, that's going to be a tough... Oh, hang on a minute now. He said, no. Hold on, Bezo.
Licking his lips.
Might have some confidence here. Licking the lips. Let's see who wins this one. It looks like a Pomage versus Rain type of moment here.
If 3 gets active, though, if they know the sniper's up there and they identify these players on A site, 3's free to get up and flank. If 3 makes the play here, this is 144's round in the bag. And you can see he's starting to get into work now through the field. He could be the one to make the play. He just has to be trigger disciplined about it. Here we go.
Oh, he's got to hit him. Oh my gosh. Turn and burn with the pistol. And he still has the sniper out. 3 was a great play. Gets shut down. Careful with a quick scope, though. Careful for 2.
Nezra, final player alive. This is still very winnable. Does he know the plant is going down, though? Well, he's going to know very quickly that both players are here, so now he has a chance to play this however he wants. And look at these two playing back-to-back around middle. This is smart hype. Will he get the information? No, he's going to be in... Oh, Nezra didn't even see him. Never mind. I think they've spotted him, but he didn't spot them, so now time dwindling away.
Time dwindling away in a 1v2 all over the place. Gunfire everywhere. The boys from 144 locking in, and they are now up 4-1.
I still love that play. I think it was Sparks still making the play, still tried to get active. Whether he loses or wins that gunfight, at least the thought is still there, you know, willing to take that risk to try and get your team up. And they still capitalize even while losing him. They still end up coming away with the round. So it just goes to show how strong this team is looking right now with a 4-1 lead in map 2. Looking to possibly go up 2-0 in the series, Tanner, with the way they're playing.
I mean, my God. Hype's on one right now. I mean, Careful just flashed that last round. He got a double kill. That was huge. Very beneficial for the reason why they won it. Nedra, you don't want to do this. Trust me, brother, but it's a 1-in-1 exchange. 3v3 on the map.
See what Nezra can do, sneaking up middle here. Gonna go aggressive towards B. I like this play. Just take green straight away. Get in the sniper's face. Take him out. I love that play. You have Hype backing up. Sparks is with him as well. They've been able to find kills themselves. Now Nezra, respectively, has just lost his entire team. I don't know if he spotted that player on the cross, but Bomb is down in a very awkward spot. You do have time to work with.
Yeah, you have a lot of time to work with. 50 seconds to go pick this one up. You know if it's mid-cut, they're probably going to be sitting playing, so he goes on a little bit of a route here. Sparks going to be able to spot him out, though, so both players have a good idea. Sparks find it, and you hear the comms letting them know. Up 5-1 now.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible effort. 5-1. Not where I thought this team would be sitting in this map, but I tell you what, after the map 1 performance, how could you doubt this team? We saw Luge. We heard from him. We saw the expression. He was keeping it as composed as he could, and I think they're letting the gameplay talk for it right now. I mean, this is just such an outstanding performance. Even with Luge going 1-5, Hype and Sparks carrying the heavy load of this team with 15-3 between the two of them. I mean, this is classic S&D.
I mean, and I love seeing it. I mean, the sniper's out. People are running a gun and a blazing. However, the boys from Pinnacle just say, frick it, we're going to the A side. We're 4 hitting it straight out. Hype, however, the big response. 1v3 now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe that's what Conmar was talking about. That's what Conmar was talking about. Throwing one of those calls, one of those plays where they just go balls to the wall, and yeah, it just doesn't pay off in the end.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't pay off in the end. 12-2 performance from the man Hype. He said it's in the gamer tag. Believe the hype indeed. 12-2, 1,200 damage. It's just 12 everywhere for this man. 1 map away now from sending us to a bracket reset potentially. But Bezo, the energy has changed. I mean, Luge came in here locked, and I knew he was locked already, but like, damn, they're here.
Oh, they are here to play, and we get a Scar Overload map 3. Now, this could go either way. This was always going to be the swing map, no matter if this was 0-2, 2-0, 1-1. This was going to be the deciding map that really swings the momentum for either one of these teams. Now, I believe Pinnacle, as we saw in that first one, I believe they finish on 5 or 6 ticks. Last time we saw him play Overload Scar, so they are very comfortable in this map and mode. I think they have the potential, or maybe it was Den. I might be confusing it with Den. Either way, the mode, they look comfortable moving. This is really in 144's ballpark. If they take this map, they get the bracket reset, you'd hate to think what happens for the rest of this grand final.
I mean, you would hate to see it. Of course, this is going to be Pinnacle's map choice here, so, you know, they might just also feel as comfortable as the boys here at 144, but, I mean, it looks like they figured it out in the last series. I mean, Kev was going off. I mean, I lost my voice, basically. I mean, it was actually insane. They started figuring it out. They started getting the spawn traps together. They started parlaying more and more points. Literally put 4 on the board in the first round. So, you know, that's the limit, of course, in a round. And they're starting to pick it up a little bit more. Like I said, you have to lose to learn how to win. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking each notes from each game and putting it here right now in the most important spot in the grand finals.
What a way to get it done as well. If they could do it here, force the reset. Brand new maps, new picks, no more double chance. Force Pinnacle to really play an uncomfortable way, because right now on the back foot, even with this reset, that's the only thing saving them right now, as opposed to a best of 7. You know, this reset gives them an opportunity to take a breath, step away from the setups, have a talk about things. They won't get to VOD. They'll be able to have a moment, you know, debrief, regroup, and we'll see what happens here in map 3. This is, this is a huge map for 144.
This is a, I mean, you got to feel the energy change. I mean, you're down 0-2, and I mean, if it's a team with chemistry, it's going to be Pinnacle to make the comeback here. I mean, a reverse sweep would be actually cinematic on Championship Sunday. And if it's a player I know that can do it, it's Conwa on Championship Sunday, the leader of the squad, the man who says, keep it simple, keep it moving, keep it playing, and we'll win. But hey, they're going to need to step it up a little bit. 144 absolutely dialed in right now. I'm going to have to say it. I mean, I don't want to, but I got this one being a 3-0 when we go to a bracket reset.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people want to see. I think the first best of 5 can be a little bit underwhelming, especially when the winners come in and the winners have been performing super well. The expectation is they come through. They should just be able to, you know, run through this and play pretty good Call of Duty. You know, maybe a couple of close maps here and there. Might get a map 5, map 4, but this was definitely not the result they expected. Now they've got to fight back. They've got to find a way back into this series. They've got to stop that bracket reset and eliminate the possibility of 144 taking the grand final right out of their hands.
Yeah, but hey, here we go, Bezo. We are loading in. Any score predictions or any map predictions? Who do you think is going to take this one?
This is such a tough map and mode to gauge. I feel like, just like any Overload map, the spawns are going to play a big part. I am expecting no more than 3 caps for either side. So I'm going to say 2-1. And I think for some reason, 144, I feel like they're going to take this map. I feel like they're going to win it 2-1.
Yeah, I've got 144 same way here. I think they have found their flow. I think they have found the dream. And the teamwork from him is just absolutely immaculate. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, map number 3 of your grand finals.
Here we go. Let Pinnacle come out and prove us wrong. Starting with a 3 down. That is a perfect way to start the map. You have 7 lurking in the middle of the map. They're going to turn around. The objective, and all of a sudden Spark said, all right, I'm done. We're not playing anymore. I'm gonna drop 3. Now they're gonna move across. They're gonna work through wood. They've got some kills to work through, and this is a very hard site to get to because of that close back spawn.
You finally take him out. You get a 3 dead just like you did. 4 dead as well. You're trying to move it down to the B side. Well, the spawns come in on time. Mid-cut coming on in, but number 1 gonna be able to pick up the back shots here. Does he do so? Can he pick up 2? However, they're now moving it toward the A site. Could be a potential cap here.
That was an interesting play. He didn't go straight away with the ball. He decided to wait. You almost thought maybe he could have jumped straight onto B and that would have been a capture very early, but instead taking an alternative route. It costs them. Final player up goes down. That's 4 down. They have the EMP in possession now, slowly starting to move through bunker. And if 5 and 7 start to go off here and they can distract the players here and keep them locked in the spawn, this should be a guaranteed cap on A.
Yeah, however, number 4 is going to be able to spot him on out. That's going to be choked out with a big one. Sparks starting to cause some chaos here in the spawn of Pinnacle. You know, we saw that in that last series. He was definitely doing that, and he looks to do it here again. But somebody here eventually is going to get a point on the board, I would think.
And he's stuck in a bad position here with the EMP. Ends up going down. Here's Sparks again, roaming in the spawn. We've seen him go off in the last series in a similar spot.
Yeah, I mean,
we go Choco from the back.
Gosh, this could be actually huge here. Number 1 coming up through the middle of the map. This might be a big gunfight.
Ooh.
Hold on a minute, though. 6 taking a route as well. This could be huge.
Opportunity. See if they can capitalize. Got Sparks roaming. On his way through to front blue. Got another gunfight nearby. I don't think he spotted him. Just went right over the top of him. Luge just made his way into the spawn as well. Love this spot from Luge.
But they don't get in. They don't get in. It's a goal line stand. Somehow, some way, they don't get it in. I don't know how.
Oh, no.
I thought
it went in.
I thought it did too. I thought it was 1-0, but instead it's 0-0, and it could be 1-0 for the other team. Pushing it through. Choco finds one.
Oh, no.
But the mid-map presence comes in from 144. But here, another goal line stand.
Oh, you can't get overly aggressive here because if you drop, you're going to get the deep spawn. So you've got to slow down. You've got to recompose here. They're starting to drop some lives. This is the opportunity for Pinnacle to send it now. They're going to try and blow some numbers through. Here we go. I'm keeping them alive with 3.
I mean, you can't make it up. The spawns are actually insane. The gunny is actually insane. Both teams making... I can't even. Fantastic goal line stands. It doesn't even make sense, but a 2 for 1, 2 for 2. In the meantime, EMP is going to be on the ground. No one scoring just yet. We might have a 0-0 halftime.
Yeah, it just felt like it was always going to end up like this, didn't it? It was didn't look like it was going to be a high-scoring affair, and so far proven to be so very low-scoring. And teams are going to just want to take the time here and really focus on at least trying to get one in. So slow the pace down, try and work methodically through these kills. Choco in a great spot. They're going to get another 3 down, adding with server. And they can work their way back through wood, have another crack at this B.
Yeah, but I like the position from Luge. He's blue house right now. He's going to be able to win that gunfight. They're going to have to focus on him for a moment. And while in the meantime, the boys here from 144 are pushing up. But you're finding the trades. You've got to kill number 1. You do so. You spawn them out here front blue now. You're going through mid-map. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Think this through. Strategize where you want to take it and not drop so fast.
Yeah, you've got so many purple arrows working through middle now. This is their opportunity, and the team nade is going to hurt them a lot here. That is maybe a costly mistake that could cost him a cap. Here is Luge going big to pick up 2. He does drop from Nezra, though, who's worked his way underneath Green, who gets picked up as well. EMP's dropped right in front of B, and now picked back up with 40 seconds, Tanner. Is this the final chance in this half?
For sure, but if I'm 144 before I go on this next side, I'm trying to work that A site like I did in the previous game. You gotta find some kills before it makes the movement happen, makes the movement happen, and it's Choco making a big play here, but he's gotta pick up the EMP. Careful's gonna be top green. He's gotta get the diving. Will he get it in? Yes, he does. Pinnacle now up 1-0.
That is huge, and I don't think you could have played it any different. You just had to play your life top green. You had to take the risk, the 50-50 gunfight. He got ripped straight off the heady, and now that costs them 1 total score. So they're going to have to make that back in the second half here, 1-4-4, but definitely not out of this game whatsoever.
I mean, you would think this one would be 1-1 right now, but somehow, some way, they don't get the cap of Fluge in the spawn. But man, oh my gosh, Choco, I don't know what happened. He just bounced off a wall, ended up in their back spawn, get the big two-piece, and here we are. This is the play that set the tone.
We'll see how far that 1 capture gets them. It might just be enough. How competitive that half was. We could even get a sudden death. Who knows what this map still has to offer. So much Call of Duty to be played.
Yeah, so much more Call of Duty to be played. But hey, this one's starting up soon. We're on the other side now. Do we think 144 potentially wins this game and sends it to a bracket reset, or do we think Pinnacle could pull off the reverse sweep?
I mean, a reverse sweep is something else from this position. For them to regain and pull it off from here would be something truly special and a testament to this team's hard work and effort that they put in challenges outside of this tournament as well. But, you know, a lot in theory. There's a lot of plays going off right now.
Oh my gosh,
Hype's an absolutely fantastic map, and 5 straight for him.
Yeah, Hype is actually going off right now. Not able to move up on the zone just yet. Trying to pick up another one. Going to get shut down immediately, though. But hey, 144 starting to find some kills. Let's see if they can find some points. And let's also hear how it's going to happen here in the listening.
Both back A stairs. Both back A stairs. Okay, top A stairs, a bullet. Connor. He's hitting our side A stairs. Our side A stairs.
He didn't chow. I didn't stun him either. Behind me side. Hold on.
He's going right. We're doubled up here. Already pushed out right.
He's already deep. On A.
I'm getting snake.
There's 3 there. They're gonna cut that. One's our top blue. Just push through.
Got him on the point.
One's our top blue.
In mid.
He's our top. Dead.
Nice too. One was concrete wall or something. Out right on me.
Top blue Rico. Top blue Rico.
He chow me. Nice, too.
I'm in store. Lay down on front store. Stair glitching. He's P1. I got no aim assist. I'm one shot. There's two. One's B cut. They're going.
Wow, wow, that is a late cap. Unfortunately, Hype was just so far out of the play that they really couldn't do anything to stop that from being captured. And now that's added to the total 2-0. Luge trying to fire up, trying to get him back in this, maybe get another score, but one slips right past him in the bunker. I think the calls come from Sparks, top green. He's able to find the kill. They trade 1 for 1, and Luge's going to have to redirect with this ball.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who it was from Pinnacle, but made the same similar play as Luge on this side, but it works out in their favor. They're able to get the cap, they get it to success, and they're now up 2-0. So now you put 144 in a very difficult scenario here. But however, look at 7. He has the side of the map. If he can maybe cut this thing through mid-cut, might have some success, but going to be very hard when you have 3 players from Pinnacle.
Yeah, and it's all about where you want to spawn them right now as well. If he's got control of blue, he spawns them closer to the bunker as well, which makes things a lot more difficult to defend sites like B. But here we go. They're going to run it once more towards A. They've got a clear gap.
Yeah.
They should be able to get a capture here, and here we go. We're back in business. 2-1, an opportunity to send this to OT.
Yeah, but the deal is they get the kills and everything, but look at the control Pinnacle already has. They're already on the EMP as well, and if you're 144, you've had to reset in the back spawn. You got to make sure now you don't get capped, but remember, you have 2 minutes to make this comeback happen and tie it up here, but you don't want to let Pinnacle get this one in.
Oh no, and Hype's out of the play again, and that's going to cost them another capture because they're so far out of the play. Twice now, even with that nade, that capture still comes through. But that's 2 mistakes now from Hype. I get that he's trying to play the spawn kills on one side of the map, but it's hurting your own team when they're running the ball. You just don't have enough numbers up. People are losing their one-on-ones, and that's cost them 2 scores now, Tanner.
It's cost them 2 scores indeed. 144, you were so close to making the comeback happen, but again, it's just little things like that that can cost you the game. And now you're in a more difficult scenario here, and you have only just 1:25.
Yeah, not a lot of time left. It has to be perfect from here. You got to pick up the ball. You got to be able to run it, get it in the zone as quick as possible, and take as much of that spawn delay off the ball as you can. But so far, no opportunity to get any touch on. But here we go. First opportunity now under the hands of Luge. Can he be the unsung hero for 144 over the line? He's going to find one behind B. Next kill will definitely get him over the line. They're going to find a couple of kills. There's the opportunity. 2-3. Still a chance, Tanner.
Yeah, but it's on plain side now, and 2 of those people from Pinnacle are going to be there right on it. That's going to be Server and Conma, who's going to have a lot to deal with here. The first blood going to go for Conma in this favor. 5 looking for the trade here. Who is that going to be? He's going to be able to fall as well. 2 going to be able to get this back spawn control. This could be another cap for Pinnacle potentially.
Oh, maybe, but that close spawn straight on A. It's Server who goes big and picks up that first one. Luge is going to recover the ball, but he's not out of trouble. Choco was close by, picks up the kill. Still an opportunity for Pinnacle to really ice this game, but you got to go now. You got to get that ball and you got to run, and it's got to be perfect from here, but it looks like Pinnacle are going to hold on. It looks like there's not enough time to get up the map. 10 seconds left. I think they've done it, Tanner. I think they've secured map 3, and we're going to a second hard point.
Yeah.
What a match.
Almost.
Wow. 3-2.
Yeah, almost gets it there. But hey, it's not going to be enough. Pinnacle's going to be able to take this one. They regain the composure. They win this one 3-2. And we're going now to a map number 4. Not enough. Not enough in the tank for 144. Just a moment. You thought maybe there was a comeback on the way, but the chemistry is just too good from the boys at Pinnacle. And now, hey, we get that nostalgic feel. We get to go to one of the best maps in competitive CoD history. We get to go to a raid hard point for map number 4. It either determines a game 5 or a bracket reset. So a lot on the line here for game number 4. Server, 4,800 damage, 36 in 25. Absolutely cooking. And the main reason potentially why they're going to a map number 4.
And look, it's just a few little lapses in judgment, in-game play. Some moments there you probably regret, but ultimately you still have another opportunity. You've got 2 more maps, potentially. Pinnacle have a chance here to pull off the reverse sweep. 144 just need this hard point or the final map if it goes the distance to get it done. Reset the bracket, have another crack at a best of 5. But yeah, it didn't look like it was ever going to be a 3-0 for either one of these teams. And the way they've both been playing through the bracket, this deserves to really go the distance.
Yeah, no, this definitely deserves to go to the distance. I mean, exposure S&D potentially if we do make it to that map number 5. But, I mean, you still got to respawn to play. And we've seen both of these teams on Raid. They're both very good on this map. You know, 144, earlier they played Raid today, and it was a nail-biter. Literally, I believe they lost only by 4 points. So I'm sure they want to get back on there, of course, and hopefully get a W in this series. I mean, you want to get a bracket reset as soon as possible. You want to... The bad thing is now, I think 144 did get in the lucky thing, coming from losers finals, now playing the Grands. Pinnacle also had a break for a little bit, so, you know, the Gunny had to get just a little bit warm. But now they're starting to fry a little bit, so it could be a little bit scary. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know what to expect on a raid. You really don't. Who knows? Who knows? I really feel like Pinnacle get that win there. It shifts the momentum, but at the same time, 144 still playing good Call of Duty. Just, again, 1 or 2 small mistakes cost them the map. Very similar to the series before they played that sent them down to losers, but you're not looking at that like you lost the map in that sort of way. I feel like there's a lot of positives to still take from that they're going to take in map 4. You still want to take those risks. You still want to push the pace, be aggressive. Still going to be disciplined, though. It's so easy to lose a hard point from undisciplined play, you know, not rotating, not holding, not getting cutoffs, not trusting your teammates when comms start to get a little bit too frantic. There's so much in play here. I'd love to hear the listen-in for both these teams in the next map as well and just really see how these teams are doing in this situation, because we very well could see a map 5 here.
Potentially. Hey, but before we get into that raid hardpoint, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to send you guys to a short intermission. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Well, told you it was going to be a quick intermission. We are back already. We're almost ready to go. Jump straight into raid for map number 4. I mean, not much needs to be said more than what we already have so far, Tanner. We've got a great series so far between these two. We've had a close hard point for the map number 1, a bit of a blowout in map 2, Search and Destroy. Very close game in the Overload, so my predictions are right. Anything like the first map, we're getting another close hard point victory, and maybe Pinnacle lead out with this one here and send it to map 5.
I mean, for sure. I mean, I see this one being a nail-biter no matter what. I don't really see one team pulling away with it. I think it's just going to be neck and neck all game long. I kind of want to see a game 5 just because I haven't cast an exposure S&D all weekend long, and of course, it just adds to the storyline. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a reverse sweep to win the kickoff? I mean, it would be absolutely magical cinema. Every single word you can think of, it would be. And let me tell you, couldn't do it in better fashion.
You are correct. And here we go. Fan favorite map, Raid Hardpoint. One of the best combinations in competitive Call of Duty. Squaring off between 2 of the best teams in this competition. The 2 best teams last standing. One to set the reset bracket. The other to force map 5 and a potential reverse sweep grand final victory. A lot of stakes on the line. A lot of emotion between all 8 of these players. Who knows how this is going to go, Tanner?
Who knows how it's going to go, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Map number 4 of your grand finals, and it's 2 off the rip from Mr. Hype. 144 going to be able to touch the hill first. Here they go, already getting 10 points and counting. Luge already going to be able to get that mid-map presence as well. Oh, sorry, that's actually Sparks. Apology. But hey, 144 off to a great start.
Here we go, yeah. 144 starting off with the initial hill time, just like they did last time. Not too different from what they normally do. Very strong hardpoint starting team. Find their weaknesses, usually struggle around that mid to late point in the game, and we'll see if they can rectify those mistakes in this game. Very strong in the first hardpoint, though.
Yeah, and here comes Pinnacle breaking right back on in, but 144 going to go ahead and have those P2 rotations as well. So, you know, kind of repeating what they did on the Den hardpoint. They were able to get P2 rotations earlier. That could have led to most of their success in that game. Let's see if they can hold it here. 7 with a big gunfight win. That's going to be Mr. Sparks. So holding it down, have the early lead. Let's see if they can push it even more.
And 144 holding Making sure they found every kill on that rotation. They blocked the back spawns. They know it's going to be a heavy force through the front. They're going to send a number up open stairs. Unfortunately, it was picked off. Now you got a 2 versus 3 inside of the point. Can they hold on? Play off angles, throw some shoulders. It's great util usage and a great 3-piece from Sparks, keeping his team in this game.
I mean, if Conwa finds a kill, but that's a huge 3 out of Sparks right there. 144 Sports. I mean, you want that 25 points. You're already up to 30 seconds. He finds another. Can he find more? They line up for him. It's another double demands on a bloodthirsty. I mean, this guy was going off in the last series, doing it now. The boy is absolutely locked, and they're going to go ahead and get the rotations potentially as well. So 144 Esports, this is the start you needed and that you exactly wanted.
Oh, absolutely, and even look at the rotation here. They're picking them off as they get even remotely close to this P3 hill. They find another one inside a gym. Now they've cleared out. They've only got 1 player left on this rotation, close AC. Luge possibly might find him here, but Conwar tucked deep into the corner. Just smart to wait for his team before making that play. He cannot do it on his own. Just making sure he doesn't have any lingering players outside the point. Now goes for his first gunfight, wins it against Luge, and they get the break.
Yeah, but it's a good retake right there. You get a kill from the outside. You also get a kill in gym as well. So now you're going to be able to get on the hard point, and it's also a good time to get 30 seconds as well. So you're going to build this up a little bit. Should be able to 60-point mark here. And 29 seconds, still a lot of time to do. You get the close spawns as well. Number 1 going to get taken out in the meantime. Luge with a big double. Now he's got to get this triple here, and he does indeed.
Oh. Wow, okay, Luge starting to step up. He had a bit of a struggling map 1, I believe, or in the S&D, I think it was, but Hype right up there with him as well. Sparks, of course, putting up some good numbers, but we're seeing a lot of consistency from the 144 guys now as they've inched closer to this grand final. Now in the position, they're starting to feel themselves. They're putting up some good numbers right now, and you're almost sitting on an 80-point lead right now. I mean, it could not get better in this position right now.
He already has the Hellstorm as well. 9-3 start. Going to be able to call this thing in. I mean, going to be a very effective here on the outside here. Coming in. Here it comes. Double kill from Nedra at the moment. Looking for something. He gets it indeed. And here comes 144.
He did get it. Wow, okay, curved it inside of the cube, was able to find one. Here's Careful from the back, trying to slide on in as Conwar inside of the cube. Conwar loses his gunfight, unfortunately. Trophy's down. They've got to put their own down inside of the point now, and 23 seconds remain. They'll be able to sponge up a good amount of this time here, but Nezra and Co trying to find their way back in, stop them from taking more time away.
I mean, Careful finds a big 3 there as well. That's going to be big time for the boys here at 144. Looking for 4. Conwell with a big double, though. Looking for 3. Can he get it with the pistol? Not really much scrap time you want to fight for, but in the meantime, Pinnacle going to go ahead and have those early rotations. 5 and 6 trying to break on through. Should be controlled by Pinnacle, and it is indeed.
Wow, and those numbers are just looking so good for Sparks right now. 13 and 4. Incredible effort from him. 133 plays 62 right now. 45 seconds left on P5. They've got control. They've pushed out the kitchen a little bit here. They do have a roaming player in the back. They've got control over ringside as well. I mean, this is just prime position for a P5 hold.
I mean, one thing I also want to note here is just the slaying difference. I mean, you got 15 from Hype, you got 14 from Sparks, and as well, a minute 7 on time. You have almost 3 players from 144 with a minute on Hill. So, you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work here. A potential bracket reset if you're able to keep the pace. But again, Pinnacle, a very strong team, could bring this back. You know, you got to be in a comeback scenario to make a comeback. Can they do it here?
We've seen Conwar a few times now make a big string of kills. He doesn't have many to his name, but he's been able to chain up a couple, grab a couple of doubles, a couple of triples. He's trying to get his team back into this game, and that deficit can start to slowly make its way down, but you've got to be able to start finding some time wherever you can. P1 is a great hill to get back on, but you've got Luge inside of it right now, sponging up these seconds, and Conwar again finding another big kill, but straight into Careful, who pops his own 2.
Yeah, pops his own 2, and 144, it's just everything right now. They're finding everything. Playing almost perfect Call of Duty. It's a 2 for 1, and you already got a player pushed up, trying to flip these P2 spawns as well. It's going to be the man, Hype, here, trying to make a big play. 7, of course, holding it down in the window, and the time is still going to 144.
They're just not finding much here, Pinnacle. They're really being hard counted in every every single way possible. They're just finding it damn near impossible to get any time. They are being strangled right now by 144 right across the map. In terms of rotations, they're second best. In terms of holds, they're second best. In terms of slaying, they're second best. So there's not one stat they're really winning in right now, and they need to turn this around. They're trying to force this reverse sweep.
This where 144 really extended the lead on the last rotation was this P2 hill, and I would love to see Pinnacle repeat that, make this game a little bit closer here. I would love to see a game 5, but I mean 144, I mean they want to send this thing to a bracket reset. They're absolutely dialed right now.
Whoa.
But my God, Nedra with a big kill to hold this time.
And they say they nerfed that gun. I digress. This thing's still a joke. Subs need to be buffed more. I'll keep saying it. Here we go. Luge. Recon attempt here. Outnumbered inside of the point. It's going to be a pistol out for Nezra. He drops com lifeline on through with Choco at the back. It's a clean break again for 144 Esports. They're going to grab that final 20 or so seconds. It's going to put them close to that 200-point limit, Tanner. And they're getting uber close to taking this map and forcing that reset.
Indeed, indeed. But before we see them go into this, let's see if Pinnacle can potentially make a comeback, and let's see how the comms get started here.
I got one bed.
Oh, yo, Pedro's up front. Stormy.
I'm
He's going right.
Guys, keep holding. We got this shit.
Yeah.
I have right.
They stun me.
Nothing bad. I have your gym. I have literally all your gym.
Yeah, I got you.
Nothing bad. One driveway here.
CoD, yeah, I stunned it.
Yeah, one bed.
I'm getting stunned and naded.
Gym, one more gym. I'm telling you.
Gym, absolute. Jim's so weak. That's last guy.
Gym. I'm one with you. Yeah, nothing. He driveway. Lose driveway.
Yeah, you
I'm dead in your driveway.
Driveway. Nice. That's him. No, I can forget now.
I'm gonna zig too.
Get alright.
Zig weak.
I can pick. One open. The hype is open. He's just holding.
Dig, he's still there.
Yo, let's hit him lane together. Let's hit again. Hype was right.
You can go mid to kitchen. You guys can go mid to kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm looking here open.
Let's take L, bro. We can get the guy in the head.
Kitchen want money.
I'm down to go L.
Kitchen want money.
Yeah.
Careful. Nothing pitch.
Wow. I mean, wow. Wow. They are right back into it. They've taken, well, at least for a second, they had the lead back, but they've closed this gap immensely right now. Pinnacle, just like that in one hill, have been able to sponge majority of P3, find their way back into the game. Now they're finding 4 down inside of the point. Troublesome situation for 144, Tanner. This is where they've crumbled before.
Calm, cool, and collective and simple. That's exactly what Pinnacle does in that scenario. They hold it down on the P3. They're right back into it now, have the lead, potentially could force a map 5, but hey, 144 is not out of this just yet.
Ooh, shots from server as well from up top. And again, this is a situation, if you're 144, you cannot afford to give Pinnacle every single one of these seconds. You have to go back and contest it. You cannot afford to give them these last 15, but at this point, they've got no choice. They have to set up a P5. You can see 6 already out towards P1. That's going to be Luge. He's against the world out there in a 1v2. He does well. He only finds 1, though. And in the middle of the map, 1-on-1. Careful, going to win that one.
Yeah, but they already have the early rotation as well. 7's going to be able to get a big kill on Force, so should have control of the mid steps. So when they come on through, he's going to be able to hold the cross for the moment as well. You have 6 working it. The boys from 144, it's not over just yet.
Oh my. This could be a chance. This could be absolutely something for 144 to get this first best of 5 done. They have to secure this map. Open stairs. They double team him now. They're going to collapse in on the time. It's going to be a gradual pinch from the sides. It's the final player. Careful. He's going to go down. It's 6 seconds needed for Pinnacle to get this one done. They have their irons on pillars. They got their irons on Zig. They fly on inside the point, but it's all over. Pinnacle forced a map 5, Tanner. They got it done.
You can't make an 0-2 comeback unless you're down 0-2 in the series. And, I mean, they showed it right there on map number 4. Like I said, before we went to the comms, I mean, I just kind of had a feeling it could have happened. You know, you get the rotations very early. You do so. You know, 144, though, I'm not going to take credit away from them at all. They had a dominant start, and, you know, the guns are still shooting and everything. It's just consistency. You just don't have enough consistency there. You drop the map, but, hey, it's not over just yet. Remember, you go to a map 5, so, you know, this one's going to be really all for the marbles here. I mean, If you're 144, you need this bracket reset, of course. And if you're Pinnacle, I mean, you're the freaking champions, of course. But again, it's going to be a difficult map, no matter what side. You know, we have not seen much exposure S&D played at all this weekend. Actually, I don't even think me, Beza, we haven't casted this at all. So everything's new to us on this map.
Yep.
So it's definitely, it's definitely going to be cool.
This is a nice, refreshing one to see. It's probably not up there in my personal favorite search and destroy maps, but when you're watching better people than yourself play it, then you might grow to like it a little bit more. So who knows? But it's a very interesting map. The layout is. I feel like there's so much movement potential on this map. There's so many spots for ARs to be dominant, and I feel like the subs can get taken out of this map very quickly depending on what sort of lane you decide to push. Now, this isn't like Scar, this isn't like Den, where we've seen very chaotic quick pushes where the subs get very active and they're impactful on the map. I feel like this map will slow down a lot more, especially compared to that map too.
Nah, for real. I'm like I said, I don't even know where the bomb sites are, bro. I'm gonna be that real with you. That's how much knowledge I have about this map. But if it's anything I have to say, I mean, you saw the search earlier from map number 2. 144 wins 6-1. Now, this is Pinnacle's pick, but again, 144 is looking really solid in the search. I don't want to jinx it, of course. I mean, I'll just keep it in my head who I have, but bracket reset potentially could happen here, and I would love to see it. Bezo, who do you got?
Oh boy, if you're a 144 fan, I mean, every orifice is clinched right now. There is no doubt about it. They had an opportunity to 3-0, then to 3-1. Well, now there's an opportunity they could choke that 2-0 lead. I think the way Pinnacle have composed themselves, the way they brought themselves back into this game with deficit in that hard point, we almost saw an 80-90 point differential at one point. They came back, they won the map, a lot of good holds, started to feel themselves better. I think this S&D, when it slows down, is going to be the difference, and I feel like Pinnacle now have the momentum behind them. I might be leaning Pinnacle now that it's hit map 5.
I gotta go with 144, man. If it's anything I know about this boy Luge, this man in the switch searches, he performs, he clutches up. I saw it at the land switch we had here in August. Let's see if he can do it again. I got faith in him.
Oh, and there we go. 1-for-1 trade straight in the middle of the map on that A-bomb side. It's a very uncomfortable one to plant for. Very awkward spot as well. And you can see the players now with bomb trying to wrap to get round to this back B site. A little bit more reserved and tucked away. And they're going to find Hype on the rotation, leaving Sparks all on his own in a 1v3 with bomb going down on B.
Yeah, 1v3. You got a lot of tasks to do here. You got Sparks trying to look for a kill, but it doesn't even matter. It's a plant. And it's only one body drop on the side of Pinnacle. They take your round number 1 in pretty damn dominant fashion.
Yeah, I mean, you do it well. You work through the middle of the map. You play off trades. You force your way towards the A side. It's always going to be risky, never knowing if someone's up in that window or playing an off angle from down low. But they capitalize pretty well. The numbers advantage suffices.
Yeah, they played it great. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. Like you said, they went through the middle of the map. They're able to take out Luge there. After the trade of the first blood, they get this Bravo site planted, and it's looking good right now. But hey, a lot of rounds still to be played in Search and Destroy. So Pinnacle up 1-0 though. Wow.
All right, let's see. Good start, good first round from Pinnacle. Can they chain it up? That is the question. We swap sides. Pinnacle will get their defense. It's all about how they structure it as well. We saw a very aggressive round from Pinnacle on offense. 144 try and replicate that aggression, whether it's through middle or towards one of these bomb sites. We're about to find out.
Yeah, but look at number 1. I mean, that's Nedra getting super aggressive, just waiting for somebody to cross. I like this play from him so far. You're going to have number 4 watching the B side, making sure no push comes on through. Both teams just kind of playing something here. Does 7 check? This is going to be the question. Yes, he does. Spark's going to be able to find the first blood. And there is a 2 down for the boys here at 144.
That's a great check. Good clear early in the round. It's going to be a similar situation here, pushing over towards the B site. 1 versus 4. Very uncomfortable position. And peekaboo. Goodbye. Straight off the map.
Again,
scope in play.
Careful showing why he's Pomage 2.0, basically. I mean, he's done it all weekend, does it again. Basically says, nah, I'm not going to pull out the pistol for this one. Let me just get the quick flick. Let me go ahead and just...
Pop.
And you're gone. Well, 144 tied up at 1 apiece.
Self-proclaimed sniper, or... I don't know. I feel like his teammate said it. I don't know if he would, but Maybe his confidence is up. I reckon he feels like he is.
He's definitely. Confidence is high right now. I mean, think about it. You know, really, you don't see a lot of snipers pulled out in a game 5, so he's definitely confident if he has it out.
Valid point. Very valid point. And here we go. Bit of util usage on Conmar. Drops him down to 35 HP. Good thing for Flak Jacket. Sniper in play. Great shot onto server. Goodbye to him early in the round.
And he is damn well feeling more than confident. Able to get the first blood. We've seen it many a times from this weekend. He does it again. Bomb is going to get put down, though. 4v3 retake here from the boys at 144.
He's got that angle held with the sniper. Nice and close, but they're going to back up. I don't think you want to re-peek that. You know he's there. You've seen the glint. And you turn your back to him. I don't know. Wow. Just a lapse in judgment here as Conwa giving himself a great opportunity to clutch here. Now, you got to think, there's a sniper still in play. You can't overpeak this, but you got to get back and stop the defuse from coming through. Careful, has given up the angle, but the defuse is going to be a second. Just in time. He'll pull it off. He'll get the ninja through. Man, what a good round. They needed that. 144, you feel like the momentum's back in their favor now.
Wow. Now, I thought Con was about to clutch a 1v4. I thought he was about to go crazy right there. But eventually they get the defuse. They shut that down. That's 2 rounds in a row now for 144.
It's just such an awkward spot for the bomb. So much covering it. You can't play long. You can't play too far away from it. It's a bit similar with this A side as well. You know, middle of the map. A few different spots. It's very much more open than the B site, which is more enclosed, and 2 very polar opposite sides. But here we go, a bit of a battle happening down low there as Luge just going to find first blood onto Conmar. See you later to him. First blood going their way, trying to take mid-map control again. You got to be careful of this top window player. You know, this guy's got a beaming shot. You do not want to lose your life to him.
Yeah, you don't want to lose, so exactly what they do. They wrap all the way back. They take the safe route through B. No one's actually going to be watching this, so a free plant potentially on the way, and it's going to be a retake. We might be seeing a retake soon.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 3v4 retake here, unless 5 and 2 get into an early battle here. I don't know. Well, maybe 1 and 5. There we go. 3 versus 3, leveling out the numbers a little bit. Also, don't mind that from Hype. Don't mind buy him some time, even though he does lose his life. We'll see what they can do here with the even numbers.
We're just going to hold the iron here on the backside, making sure nothing pushed. Careful, still has the sniper out, going for something. Spark's going to be able to draw a blood, but it's a trade in the meantime. Now a 2v2.
Oh, no, and he's got such a good angle too. Choco probably knows this as well. Just trying to hold on, do what they can. Careful, getting up close with the pistol. Hasn't opted for the sniper. Shots in the back. Great trade, though. Was very close. Made sure he was there just in case something bad went down. And that's going to be another round for 144.
Yeah.
3-1.
I mean, it's 3 straight rounds here from the boys at 144. I mean, like I said, map number 2, they took over. They did their thing. They were winning back-to-back rounds. And that's exactly what they're doing here. 3 in a row. Let's see if they can make it 4 in a row.
5 streak for Sparks, too. Been lighting it up this whole grand final. It's been the guy we've been speaking about a lot, him and Hype. Been right up there. Of course, we know Careful's been an S&D superstar with this scope, and Luge. The consistency may not have been there, but he's been a pivotal part of this team and their success so far into this grand final. It is undeniable what this team can do. The Pinnacle, you cannot count them out just yet.
Can't count them out just yet. And now going back to the B side, looks like this is going to be the most favored B side on this. I mean, most favored bomb side on the map here. A 4v4 retake potentially happening. Hype going to be able to draw first blood, though. Bomb down, though. 45 seconds left on the clock.
Tough life to lose all the way back there as well, so you know someone's going to be on the pinch, and now it's really up to Hype. He can choose to play this low if he wants. Careful, at the pistol out. Server, last player alive. He's managed to stay alive and couldn't be in the right position or have the right weapon to get the 3rd one. But, you know, that's a lot of rounds dropped in a row now. Pinnacle really on the back foot. Have to find an answer in this next round. Otherwise, we're getting a bracket reset.
I mean, that's the way it's looking right now. I mean, the boys here from 144 are dialed. And like I said, I mean, I think their search is too good right now. I think they have found a flow. I think they have found the middle ground. I think they are all connected. I think they are all locked in. But again, 2 rounds only away, and I'm not gonna lie. So this is a stat line. So the other day, Shinto was up 4-1 against Pinnacle in the search and destroy, and then all of a sudden, Pinnacle makes a great comeback, goes to round 11. Pinnacle takes Shinto down the losers. Can we see it here again?
If you think there was a team in the competition that could get it done, it's surely got to be Pinnacle. You know, these guys have so much trust in each other, so much belief that they can do almost anything together. Nezra finding that first pick is going to be huge, taking out Luge. Sparks just trying to roam around and see what information he can gather, but not giving him a lot. And I love this spot from Choco, playing tight behind the bomb. He's going to play information. He's in a great spot here. He's going to get early info, but Red like an absolute picture book once again. Hype, picking up a big kill.
So 3v3 now. Numbers are going to be even. Bomb not getting put down just yet. And I like this. They just go through the back. Don't put the bomb down just yet. Now you have the numbers advantage as well. So now you might have a safe play here. 8 definitely has spotted out number 1. Nedra going for the quick squad. Be able to find it though. 1v2. 3. Can you find it? Oh my God. Ezzo. They're locked.
Wow. What a shot, by the way. What a shot from Nezra. Even though they lose the round, there's still some positives. At least you know someone's shooting on that team, and unfortunately not the situation you want to be in. 5-1 deficit. If Optic could choke a 5-1 deficit, you'd think any team would be able to choke it. Not jinxing, not CoD casting. Have I done it? Probably. Who knows? Pinnacle, prove me wrong.
You would
see if you can get it done.
Hey, you can't make a 1-5 comeback unless you're down 1-5. I keep saying these scenarios, and I wish it would happen, but
for the win, too.
I think 144's got this. I think we're seeing a bracket reset here.
Yeah, it looks likely, but who knows? This guy on the scope, he could light it up. He could start to get some luck going their way. Who knows? Hype's been huge for his squad. Got a lot of information here. Nezra going to get first blood again. There we go. Scope in play, but passive, not playing too aggressive here. Hype now taking irons over the middle of the map here. Nezra readjusting that scope. Gotta be careful on the cross. There we go. Hype out of play. Sparks in careful. 2v4.
Hellstorm missile coming in though. So they're gonna have to play the building. They're gonna have the info. Gonna try to swoop it on in. However, finds one. Takes out the bomb carrier. Crazy cruise missile though. 45 seconds left on the clock, and that's gonna slow down the plan. Nedra finds the kill trade. 1v2. This is doable.
A sniper kill trade. Okay, I've seen it all. Well, there we go. Yeah, no real benefit or positive out of that whatsoever. Sparks loses his only teammate now 1v2. He is on defense though. If there's anything working in his favor, it's the fact that these two are going to get some woeful timing here. He's going to pick the wrong bomb site too, and he's going to be real annoyed about that too. Just clearing that.
Hold on.
It could be done, Tanner. He could definitely pull this off. It's just how he gets his first kill.
It's going to depend on how you get the first kill, but they're just going to roll right back to the building. They're just going to be able to hold this window. It's going to be such a hard retake here from Sparks. 25 seconds left on the clock. You got to get both players.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to win it from that position. That's just an easy bait and switch for Pinnacle. And that's the first round you need. That's the first of 4 more in a row to get to the round 11. 3 to get to the round 11, 4 to take the map from now. 1 at a time, very much still possible.
Yeah, it's very possible here. It's very doable. And if it happens, it's very tippable. But it's a long way to go. You need 4 rounds in a row to win this one. 144 only needing just 1 more. And they get the bracket reset.
Let's see. 9-3 for Sparks. Lighten it up. Incredible player. Incredible effort today. Bomb carrier. Trying to lurk his way. Oh, and in fact, he's just been taken out by Nezra. Nezra has gotten himself into this game so well right now with this scope. That's another first blood snipe kill. Really getting his team back into this game. Server's going to follow up with 1 as well. So all of a sudden, oh my God, 144 on the back foot. They don't know what's happening. It's like a nightmare staring them in the face. And that's another round on the board for Pinnacle. And tell me this can't be done, Tanner.
Oh, God.
Tell me it can't be done.
It might just happen. It might just happen. I mean, the big thing I talked about earlier in searches is a lot of teams this weekend don't prioritize those first bloods. They get the first bloods, and then they scam. Nedra has been going big with the snipes with the first bloods, and they're using that to lead to success. And that's exactly why Pinnacle are winning rounds right now, because of Nedra at 7-7, but also Server on a 5 spree as well. You're able to claim a Hellstorm missile. Late game, round 11 potentially? This thing could go crazy. And remember, 144 already used theirs, so no streaks in their back pocket. So, this one's going to get down to the wire, I feel like.
1 kill, 1 plant, something for score to be able to get that streak. Careful, going to be playing the window with the sniper. Going to have to back up. Hype's going to be the first one to get Conway out of the action early, so that's first blood going their way. Nezra again going bid, finding a response there, and Server going to follow up as well. So 2 big names, but Pinnacle stepping up again. Here we go, 6-3. Luge looking to wrap back straight into Server's hands. Hype trades though, 1v2, Choco and Nezra.
Oh my gosh, you once had a 1-4 lead. And now could fall apart. However, Hype, this is the biggest 1v1. This could be the bracket reset.
I didn't see him.
30 seconds on the clock. He does not see him.
Oh, he's on the hunt too. I don't know if Nezra has seen him go front here, but he knows that he's rapping, so he can play so much time here. Doesn't have to do anything crazy. He's probably going to assume he's not going to hop the bomb, so might choose to waste some time, but you got to think you don't want to get injured. He flies out! Gets it done though! Bracket reset!
Let them know indeed, Mr. Hype, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You thought the comeback was on the way, but no, it does not happen. We are going to a bracket reset. Holy hell. 144 Gaming somehow stay composed. A good attempt by Pinnacle to make the comeback happen, but holy shit, Bezo. Holy shit. More Call of Duty cast.
Oh boy, yeah, we ain't done just yet. You thought we were done? Well, joke's on you. We got another set of 5 to go. Ooh, wow, what a series.
Indeed.
What a series, and now we're rewarded with the full-length grand final as far as it can be stretched. 144. So much effort. Almost blew the 2-0 lead. Pinnacle made a great comeback in the end, and there were a couple of moments where you thought they might have clawed that back to a round 11 map 5 situation, but 144 shut that possibility straight down. And now they've been rewarded with the second best of 5.
They have been rewarded indeed. They have been rewarded. We're going to get more Call of Duty action. You couldn't ask for a better grand finals. You couldn't ask for a better kickoff tournament at the one and only in Columbus, Ohio at the Game Arena. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll be back here in just a moment. We're going to send you guys to a short intermission.
Second best of 5 grand final. We've got the sugar-free Red Bulls ready to go. We've got another beverage sitting there waiting for something special at the end of this as well. But the reset has happened, Tanner. It's 144 have been able to force the reset. We have a brand new set of maps now as well. And of course, this was our finals run leading up to the grand final where Pinnacle got over 144 and a 3-0, but that has not been the case in this series. Now a 3-2 for the first best of 5. Now one final best of 5 to decide it all.
Oh, yeah, this is it right here. 144 able to stay composed. You know, it gets tied up at 2 apiece. The comeback is almost on the way from Pinnacle, but hey, they stay composed. They force the bracket reset, and you take a look at the maps here. Colossus, Scar, Den, and Scar. So a hard point on Colossus to kick us off here. You know, we've seen a lot of success from 144, and, you know, this will be a type of rematch against both of these teams when they played against each other on this map. Very, very close, but of course you had the Conwa and Nedra takeover. So let's see if they're able to suppress that up a little bit if you're from the side of 144. But Bezo, what's the feels going into this bracket reset?
I mean, it's really just those first 2 maps that have changed, right? The last 3 we saw in the last series, and I think it was Pinnacle that won the third mode, and then the other 2, the last 2 were the ones that 144 won. So some familiar maps here. We saw these guys both play Colossus Hardpoint earlier as well, but S&D wasn't one of those modes, I don't believe. So really only one new map in terms of this, but I still think this is going to be just as close as the last series, especially to open it up on Colossus Hardpoint, your second best of 5 grand final.
Yep, here we go. The kills going on through. Finally, 144 is going to be able to hop on a time. It's 3 dead now in the feed. You got Pinnacle spawning on the P2 side. Shoko going to be able to find one, going to be able to try to hop onto the hill. Stop, drop, and a roll. Picks up 2. Looking for 3. Sparks with a cleanup, though. Right back into the hill. Finally, Pinnacle get a touch on the hard point.
It's over there to lock it down. You got Luge just underneath. Couldn't get the wall run. Couldn't get up just in time. Hype Trying to aim over his teammates. You got Nezra playing on the close stairs here. Going to be a big key part of this matchup. We saw how good he was playing in the last one. That's going to be a 3 down for 144 Esports. They start to go to work here. Try and retake that lead and work towards P2.
Yeah, trying to work towards P2 right now. Choco trying to pick up these kills. However, Pinnacle going to have the P2 control for the moment. The spawn's going to flip, though. The pressure from 144 is about to come on in. They should have control of this hard point, potentially. They have the front side covered, but 2 going to spawn all the way out in Narnia, so a long way to travel.
Yeah, a lot of green, blue, whatever color you want to call that, in the feed. 2 players from Pinnacle in the back. Slowly making their way onto the hill here. Careful, playing his life very well. Was waiting for the over shoulder. Doesn't have any teammates spawning up. But look at 1, look at 2, look at 4 spawning so far away from Sparks. He's all on his own. I think they know it as well. 8 stopped hunting though, and well, they tried to go back for some scrap time. Now he's going to play it late. Sparks. Massive kill needed, couldn't find it.
Yeah, but I like this from 7. Look, he's holding down middle lanes. He goes up to the mid map the first time, make the 3 players slow down, eventually dies on out, but goes right back on through mid and makes sure Pinnacle able to secure the scrap time as well. But now you got him already working on the rotations too. This is going to be a big gunfight between him and 4.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge P3 here. This could start to break the difference between these 2 teams. 4 points makes the difference here so far. Very close, very contested. We knew that was going to be the case. He's just been peeled off that heady. Make it 2 in a row for Nezra. Couldn't get the 3rd, although he very much deserved it. And here comes Luge. Couple of headshots laying down, trying to get some time on this hill. They get across the red boat. We'll see what they can do with the hill.
Yeah, we're kind of even Steven at the moment right now. 144 looking to tie this one back up. 35 seconds left on the clock. And also, take a look at the kill department. You got Sparks off to a 9-2 start on a 3 spree as well. So could potentially secure the Hellstorm missile for a late game scenario. For any type of scenario, you know, you're trying to break on into a money hill. But a few more kills and he could potentially see it. Should fall, does fall, and the time is now going to Pinnacle.
Wow. And then go Pinnacle straight back through the hill, finding that scrap time. They've been very, very good at pushing through, finding late scrap time. Happy to always fight back when it's necessary to get those extra seconds because they know how close these score lines are getting. So I'd love to see that from them. But on that rotation, it was 144, finding those kills over towards P4. Now you've got Luge cutting off that rotation for Pinnacle. They're going to find it quite difficult to get past him, although they find him after 1 kill. It's now another wave. And another pressure coming from the back here through server. He's able to find that kill and relieve the time.
Yeah, indeed. But hey, 144 able to get the bracket reset. They're now in the map number 1 of Grand Finals number 2. So I want to hear the vibes. I want to hear how they're flowing right now. Let's go into it. Listening. 144.
He jumped down low front.
P1 dead.
Dead.
Nice.
I don't know where this kid front went, unless you got him.
Left side time. I stuck him.
That's good, scrap.
Ran to the trophy.
He's deep, too deep.
I'm dead.
I'm a bullet against me.
Spawn ult.
One shot ult, Choco. All good. Set up mid.
Sitting blue side.
Spawn ult.
P1 stairs.
Yeah, we're spawning ult.
I got stunned.
Yeah, he's on the statue.
Behind me blue Nash. Hitting P1 steps now. Blue steps.
I naded over statue.
Yo, on the right. Server 1 HP time. 1 HP time.
Right.
I'm 1 shot. Server top dead.
Close, Nash.
No, statue
and close
no
right.
Tommy. Statue jumped up.
He's low.
Trophy time.
Top statue's ironing. Top of it.
See him?
He's top statue. Dead.
That's done.
Bro, tallying off time, man. One's deep right. Deep right.
Yeah,
tallying
two
off
deep
time.
right.
Server
Nice.
1 shot deep right.
Deep right.
Team killed.
It's 3. It's 3.
Hot up. Server. Close right.
Weak, and then close.
Front.
1 shot in time. Literally 1 shot close.
There's 3.
There's 2.
Isn't Connor right?
Wow, Tanner, you hear some of the frustrations from 144 Esports. It hasn't looked like it's been in their favor for quite some time now as Pinnacle have taken over late in the map.
Yeah, Pinnacle is starting to take over, and it's kind of the same thing, too. You know, 144 had a hot start on the Winners Final Series against Pinnacle, but somehow, some way, Pinnacle's able to crawl themselves right back into it, and now you got about a 70-point lead as well, and you have those rotations. But 144 potentially could edge their way on in here.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do from the side door here as Comlight goes down. Server able to pick up 2, and here comes Luge. Making his way through. Is he going to get rewarded with one? Yes, he will. There's still 3 more close by. Sparks being backed down by Nezra, trying to get that trophy down as quick as possible, but that will do damage to you if any util comes through, so you want to try and move off of it, but no matter. Conway comes flying through the back, able to break on him with server once again, and no matter what 144 do, they cannot break and hold any of these times. Pinnacle finding so much form late into this game. They are starting to set the tone.
7 going on a route again, going right through bottom mid, able to pick up one on the time. Not going to be able to find anything else, though. Going to get shut down momentarily, though. But the scrap time going to go toward Pinnacle. And you're over almost the 160-point mark here. If you're 144, you got to try to make a comeback. But it has to start with these rotations. Let's see if we can get some of this bottom mid control. And maybe, just maybe, hold this P3.
You just got to string a couple of kills together like that from Sparks. Just like that. There you go. Hype picks up the last one. You start to get into position. You know they're going to be right on that close spawn. You try and get some cover underneath, but you don't have that gunfire being laid down from on that container. And now Luge is just left underneath pretty much on his own devices. He's done well to stay alive. Is being pinched from Choco as well. So he's just trying to battle it out and do what he can. Has the help in the end. You haven't grabbed that much time on this hill, so you're still trying to fight back quite a significant lead here.
You know, even, I will have to say this, you know, both teams here benefit off the white side, especially Pinnacle. You know, they have that 60-point lead. If you're 144, like you said, you got to get on the hard point. You got to start touching. You got to start getting some kills. You got to start hopping the hill if you're going to get yourself back into it. But it's going to start with that hype kill right here, looking for the double. Luge going to be able to assist as well. Nedra looking to get some of the scrap here, but P4 coming up very soon.
Great kill from Sparks. You needed that. You needed to sponge every possible second you could. Now they've won that rotation as well. You have the cutoff top middle from Sparks, or I believe that's bottom middle. As he's just picked up there from Choco, making his way over towards the time. It will be a 1 versus 1, just off time. Careful. Good Irons over the hill. He's trying to position himself, waiting for his teammates to get close. But it's a heavy stack from Pinnacle at the front as they force their way onto the point. Brute strength straight onto the point. Holding on strong here. They've done a great job. Conway, last one standing, goes down. 144 find another break.
Who else but the vet? But hey, Mr. Careful responds with a big triple. In the meantime, though, if this game does end up becoming a comeback scenario, look at Choco. Has the Hellstorm missile to work with as well. So you go to those outer hills like P3, P2, maybe P4 if we do make it to that extent. Could be beneficial.
Yeah, who knows? It's this P1 coming up. This is the one that's really gonna divide one of these teams away with this lead. Pinnacle have been solid on this hill for the most part through the first couple of sets. Careful's doing what he can to keep them in the game and causing Server to drop back down. You know, he's going to be forced to mantle back up. How do you still win that gunfight? Hype there for the trade, though. Thank God for that as Choco flies in. Now has the help of Nezra. You got to be careful if you're 144. You can't recklessly fly up this hill. Construct some sort of break. Go in as a team. Use your util.
You got to use your util, but also you cannot let Pinnacle get all of this time. You know, you're going to be potentially over the 200-point mark, and you also don't want to give up these spawns. 144 with a good break right there. You got to get this. You got to get this time, and you got to make sure you rotate. Here we go. 144 on their way to the comeback.
Problem is, you want to try and keep enough bodies on this time and not give any amount of time you can to Pinnacle, because as we've seen, every second counts, and Pinnacle are happy to keep sending numbers over towards ult because they know the same severity of this situation. As 6 seconds goes white, well, they're going to stay there. They're going to keep it on track. They're going to keep those points. And Sparks, my God, is he having another great map, adding another one to his total, picking up Conway.
Yeah, they're able to find it as well. Hey, and look at it now. A 10-point lead only, but Nedra slides into the point, finds 2, looking for 3. Server going to be able to assist him as well. The spawns are going to flip. 8 has that mid-map control, so going to be able to hold it down, making sure nobody pushes through the front. And who else but the man, the vet, Mr. Conway, putting the shots down. I believe he almost finds a 4-piece there. Wow, Pinnacle. Whew.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that 3-piece from Conway is great because it relieves the pressure straight on the head-on point of the hill is now completely relieved for Pinnacle. They don't have to worry as much. They've taken their foot back just a little bit. They've got some breathing room. There's not really much more they can do to hold on to this hill. They're going to sponge the last 10, or maybe one last final contest, maybe from the front. Be careful. Just happy to sit there and try and block Conway in. Doesn't fare too well for him. Now you're solely relying on this P3 hill, and this one's probably been your weakest if you're 144, so this is tough to get back into with 5 seconds to spare.
Let me tell you what, this would be a hell of a comeback. However, number 4 is going to be able to eliminate the flank. That's going to be Careful. Careful going to get taken out in the meantime, though. But here come the bodies flying onto the point. It's a 2-for-2 exchange. Can you find the trades? Conma finds the spawns in the back here, and Luge has got to go big. Does so indeed for the time being, though, but 5 seconds only needed for Pinnacle here.
Oh, here come Pinnacle. One final chance. The nade comes through. Luge able to find another one. That's a big 2 from Luge. Server goes flying on through. Great shots from him as well to secure map number 1. Pinnacle absolutely feeling it right now. Secure another close hard point victory. Tanner, we knew this map was going to be close. Whew. My God, did it deliver?
Did it deliver indeed? I mean, Pinnacle somehow, some way, stay strong. For a moment, I really thought 144 was going to make the comeback. I was like, hold on a minute. They're making this happen. They're making this happen. But Server goes absolutely huge in the end game. Clutches the game up for the boys here at Pinnacle. We go ahead and take a look at the stat line here. Server, 4,700 damage, 33 and 27. Con with 31 and 29 as well with another 4K. Go ahead and take a look at the 144 as well. Careful leading the way over there. But 144... you don't make it happen again on the Colossus hard point, so you drop it again to Pinnacle, and now you're not leaving that map just yet. You go to a different game mode, and we've been seeing 144 on Search and Destroys. They look really good so far. I just wonder if it translates over to a Colossus.
Yeah, that is the question. I'm going to need my statistician somewhere if they've got the result. I just want to look back to that winners final match between these two, if I'm correct. Now, I feel like it was a Colossus hard point. Feel a little bit of deja vu watching 144 there drop that map. I'm not sure. I feel like they started strong, finished late, a little bit less, fell off, and then Pinnacle got on top, stole the map, and that's what Luge was a little bit frustrated about. It just seems like they've relived a very similar situation there. So in terms of mental, that might have checked 144 just a little bit, and that could work into the hands of Pinnacle going into this second map, Search and Destroy Colossus. Who knows? That could have been a big play in the result of this grand final.
That could have been indeed. I mean, earlier, they lost the Colossus hardpoint and then got 3-0'd after that. I mean, so, like you said, the mental is important right now. You got to remember where you're at. You guys did get a bracket reset. You can beat this team. You beat this team bad on Search and Destroy. Now, with it being it's a different map, could change the game. But at the same time, teamwork makes the dream work right here, right now. You got to stay composed. You got to wipe that one off. You got to act like a goldfish. Forget about it. It's grand finals. 3 maps only needed for both of these teams. 2 in the case of Pinnacle. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Map number 2 here right now.
Listen, absolute must win. 144, you cannot afford to go down 0-2 in this best of 5. There is no chance in hell you were going to rely on some sort of comeback to go from there. So Server finding first blood will take out Sparks, who's been very, very solid for the 144 squad, and Careful with the scope in hand is going to be roaming around, but you do have Server right up into this corner.
Yeah, play right into this corner, but they sniff him right on out. Careful has the sniper out as well, looking for more blood. Has the nade right in front of him. Is Conva going to peek, though, is the question. Does he play it smart? Look at 6 top mid. Trying to make some magic happen here. 3v3 scenario, both sides, 30 seconds on the clock.
Like this position from Conwa. Smart to not give things up here. Nezra does fall. Conwa can only do what he can. Last player up top middle is going to be Choco. Best Hype. Smart to readjust here. Doesn't have to waste too much time. 16 seconds. Get a quick check on the bomb. Hype has no idea where Choco has just gone. Turns his back. Last second. And an easy kill. We'll get him round number 1 on the board. And a good first round for Pinnacle. 144 though, you know, they sniff out that first kill. Things just don't go their way on site, but, you know, one of those 50-50 rounds again.
One of those 50-50 rounds indeed. And, you know, Pinnacle have a first blood. It benefits them in the favor. They as well get the bomb plant down. Helps them out. And they're up 1-0 for a reason. I mean, this is kind of what you were looking for here if you're Pinnacle. You needed this to start the SND. Here, Careful has the scope.
We'll see how the Yeah, sorry, the old mic playing up again. My apologies there, Tanner. But yeah, we'll see how things play out. Sparks is able to get a great first kill there on Nezra. Absolutely shreds him there with that movement. But that's a good first round, first blood to get if you're 144.
Yeah. You find the first blood early, but you got to take advantage of it. You got to find the bomb site. You got to pick, to choose, and get a setup. Hey, might just be where that's going.
Oh, here we go. On the plant. Going down on A. There's the sniper from Choco. Probably not the player you expect to see on it. Just going to miss that shot, but you've got to be careful over peeking this. You don't know what sits around the other side, especially when you see your teammate drop into a sniper. Now you're in a 1 versus 3. You probably don't have the... Oh, no, he's been able to pick up another weapon. Is he going to peek the corner? That's the question. Well, 2 versus 1 up top middle is going to be hard to retake, but... Good round to get back on the board if you're 144.
That's the question, but there's the answer. 144 with a big response there. And they tied this one up now at 1 apiece. I don't know. The way this one's looking, the way that I feel right now in the booth, like round 11. I'm going to go ahead and say it's early, but I'm going to go around 11 on this one.
It's got to be. So deserving. If we don't at least get that final search and destroy map, this one has to go round 11. Really test the waters, see which team's going to be better in the clutch. Really get a good indicator whether or not Pinnacle will be able to secure second best of 5 or if they're going to drop 2 straight. Oh, here we go, Nezra once again. First blood on the board, Luge straight out of action. Bomb's making its way over to A. But you do have that player tucked right in the corner on site. He's going to turn around. He's got 2 players right there. Bounces. Sparks, if you don't mind. We'll pick up 2 for free.
Yeah, let me light a spark. Let me pick up a big 2 to kick us off in the round here. 3v2 now. Minute left on the clock. What can Pinnacle do? That's exactly what Conwood does. Takes him off the map. Goes for the melee. Not going to be able to find it, though. Choco in the 1v2.
Well, he's definitely a man that can pull this off. Bomb has gone down. Slowly make their way back over towards it, and maybe a sound cue. That beep is quite loud. If you got your audio up, I don't know how loud the venue is, but if you heard that, you probably know one's gone underneath there and redirected to somewhere. But you don't have a whole lot of time to work with here if you're Conmar. You got to start to make a plan, start to make a move. These 2 players throwing shoulders on B, discipline, Call of Duty. Don't need to do anything more than that.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be the A plant coming on in. So both of these players from 144 are just going to play for the retake here. You expect it to play it together, but also at the same time, you could see a split.
Who knows? Who knows? This could be something here. Here's 1. There's 2! Choco's going to let them know as well.
Let's go, Rico. What the fuck I'm talking about? Shit, kid.
Once again, Tanner, it happens again and again and again. What do you even say at this point?
I have no words. I mean, literally, I thought that was the round for 144, but Choco says different. And let me tell you, that boy's locked. You know, you haven't really seen any crazy games from Choco today, but the one where it matters right here in the grand finals reset, 4-1, the boy is absolutely dialed.
Oh boy, is he dialed. What a situation to clutch. Pull your team back up 2-1. Every single moment matters. This map could be the dividing map. Nezra once again. Feel like we say this guy's name so many times when it comes to first bloods. He's got to be leading the grand final in terms of him in S&D. Absolutely incredible effort. That's 1 less person they got to worry about for 144. It's another problem for them on offense here, and really outdone him with the sniper there. Now you've leveled it out. 3 versus 2. Numbers advantage goes back your way. Nezra now, final player alive.
It's the snip snap, but if it's anybody that's going to do it, it's going to be the young gun Nedra here. Has the sniper in hand. What can he do? You got 3 players up. You got some gunfights going down middle map. 35 seconds left on the clock. 1v3 retake is potential here. Can it be back-to-back clutches here for Pinnacle?
Well, you've got to think surely not. A 1v2 may be forgivable. A 1v3 completely unforgivable. And Luge is going to make sure that is absolutely not an option at all. Securing that round. Keeping nice and composed there. Not getting too rowdy. They know what's on the line. They know how hard they're going to work back into this game. And round at a time like that, they could take this map very, very very doably go into that second hard point, but so far, pretty close S&D. Couple of big moments as well, Tanner. Both sides.
Yeah, both sides have had a couple of big moments right there. And that, from again, like we talked about First Bloods, but the First Blood King responds with a snipe of his own. It's careful, going big with the sniper again. People, quote-unquote, call him the best sniper in the venue. He might just have that damn title. But hey, 2-2. It's been back-to-back rounds for both of these teams. No one really pulling away just yet, but the bomb going down now on it.
I like this from Nezra again. Fast plant. Conmar going to pick up that kill through the wall. Great little first blood to get. Nade's going to land right on top of Com. I don't know how it hasn't found him, but Hype has been able to find the gap to get through, trying to panic and pre-fire his shots. Unfortunately, couldn't even find one. Now trying to take sight. Wasn't able to get through. Now you've got a numbers disadvantage. 1-4, 2v4. We've seen this a few times today. For some reason, this keeps happening. It's deja vu all over again. Careful and lose to get it done. 1 versus 1. Choco versus Careful.
He's just gonna play the time. He's gonna wait for him to hop the defuse. He's not gonna be able to hop the defuse. Puts the shots on in. Gonna be able to pick it up again. Choco does not lose in these clutch scenarios. Staying icy with the veins. Pinnacle now up 3-2, 3 rounds away from taking a 2-0 series lead.
Wow. Okay. Couple of scary moments. And Pinnacle almost fell victim to that once again, just like we've seen on Scar a few times. Luckily, getting away with one there by the skin of their teeth. Time was on their side.
Yeah. And if you're 144 now, you're going to be here on, it's like the offensive side. Where do you strategize and where do you take this thing going into this round? Looks like you got a little bit of a split here. 5 going to watch that B site, and it's going to be an A headbang immediately.
Yep. Wow, and Nezra. See what he can pull. Ooh, hang on. Timing doesn't go his way. Tried to get control of top middle. I like the play. Conmar there. Choco. Down the kill. Another one top middle Hype. Oh no, the wall bangs come through again. Now Conmar all on his own. 1 versus 2. Careful. Wow, that timing. Absolutely abysmal on his behalf.
Absolutely.
Luge, top middle, work with his teammates. See what they can do here with bomb down.
I like them playing together, but remember the last time they played together, they got lined up and it was a 1v2. Can Conway make the same thing happen is the question. 40 seconds left on the clock, and 144 has got to pick up this bomb.
Oh, Tanner, surely we don't curse them again. Surely. Surely they get it done this time. Learn from your mistakes the first time. See what they can do. Conmar's just taking his time. The longer you take to plant this bomb, the more chance you're giving Conmar to clutch this. So I like this. Get this down ASAP. What do you do in this post-plant situation? Conmar's going to slowly make his way through the back, but very winnable for him.
Very winnable indeed. 35 seconds left on the clock. Both of these players probably playing bottom mid, I would assume. Yes, they are. Should be able to peek the sight. Both of them just right there. Bullets flying everywhere. And my lord, it's just neck and neck right now. Like I said earlier to start this game, I just have a feeling this one's going to a round 11, and I think that might exactly happen.
Yep, I think that's the case as well. Who knows? Who knows? We've seen some moments from both these teams, some mistakes. That starts to string into a pattern, and you see it chaining on a few rounds in a row. Well, all of a sudden, a close game could end up being very much out of control very quickly. A 3-3 current score. Some good numbers on both sides. Choco 6-3. Careful 7-2. Some heavy hitters leading the way for their squads respectively.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be an A plan from the side of Pinnacle. 4 up right now. Nobody dropping just yet. As soon as I say that, those sparks for a big first blood. 144 looking to fight this one back and potentially take the lead here.
Tanner, something to note as well. It's been interesting to see the way 144 continue to just basically give them a site for free. They're not playing on it. Usually how Choco would be in this position where Careful is now with the sniper. They've not been doing so. They're happy to give up the site, try and play the retake. And so far, I feel like it's worked more in their benefit than not. As Luge picks up another one, just getting out with his life.
Again, picking up those bloods, getting out with your life. You got to benefit off those first bloods. You got to make sure you're gaining space on the map where the enemy team cannot move to. 4v2, there's, I would say 30 seconds left. They got to plant the bomb. You shouldn't sell this.
Shouldn't? Whether or not you do is a completely different thing. And, well, here goes the bomb down. It's the only thing you're really left to be able to do. Conmar's got to do what he can to help you get off bomb post plant and try and readjust, find some space on the map. And Nate's going to help with a little bit of information. There goes Conmar, surely. 1 versus 4, you don't win this, but hang on a minute. No way, don't tell me. Don't tell me you can get it done, but the defuse is going off. There's not going to be enough time, but he gave himself a damn good chance there, Tanner.
Wow, I got to know the instant react. He pulls out the knife, hits the knife, should have been traded immediately. Thank God that dude's on a heady, or that one would have been bad. You take off the bomb diffuser, I think he wins that. I mean, last guy has a sniper, sure does have an M15 as well, but Conwood just almost makes a crazy clutch happen. 144 stays strong, though, and they are now up 4-3.
Close game. I feel like it's going to stay this way right to the end. As you said, we're likely going to see a round 11 here, trading back and forth rounds. Super competitive. Haven't seen the sniper as impactful on this map. Seen a couple of shots, but nothing crazy compared to Scar. To some of the other S&D maps we've seen. There's first blood again from Luge. Utility usage has been A+ this map, though.
Oh, for sure. You know, you team nade that spot. You get one to connect, the other connects as well. You find two in the feed with Sparks here. Last player up's going to be Server. 1v4. Hard task to do. And ladies and gentlemen, 144, 1 round away from tying the series up.
Yeah, it's, wow, what a situation. What a situation they're in right now. There's an opportunity. A real good opportunity to capitalize, take advantage, take the map, force another hard point. You know, go out with some dignity here. Make it competitive as you can. You don't want to go out 3-0 the way you did in that winners final. You know, they feel disrespected by that. They've had to work hard to get back here. That first best of 5 was something to behold. If you weren't here for that, I mean, you truly did miss out. But another opportunity here for 144 to replicate something similar here.
Yeah, indeed. 4v4, here we go. Start of the round here. Let's see what Pinnacle's going to be able to do. It's going to be 2. A 2 for 1, and it's careful with the snipes. It's a double 1v3, and that's going to be it. Careful, or is that Pomage in the venue right now? The boys from 144 are going to be able to tie this series up now at 1 apiece. And ladies and gentlemen, we have one here. It is your grand finals reset. Holy hell, Bezo. We've got one for sure. We got a heater for sure.
That we do, and have a look at some of those numbers over on the side of 144. You've got 2 double-digit scores, a 10-2 and 11-5. First blood count was looking pretty good. In fact, pretty even on both sides as well through those, 9 or 10 rounds, pretty much dead even. And now we go to that Overload Scar, where we've seen so much gameplay today. So many varying scores, situations, and moments. And it was pretty close in the last one, Tanner. I believe it was 3-2, and it went Pinnacle's way. Yeah,
I mean, it did go in Pinnacle's way. You had some unfortunate circumstances with the spawns and everything. There was a couple of caps I think 144 should have had. You get a cap and immediately Pinnacle was able to reverse that on in. They get through the spawn. Hyde gets some bad timing. Lets it up. I believe he did that 2 times in that lobby. Not saying all of his fault, but, it's a team game. And at the end of the day, Pinnacle played better teamwork. Played a better team game on that map. But again, each time I watch 144 play Overload, they look like they're getting a lot better. They've got some W's. They got some L's. But after that search and destroy, that's a big composure shift right there. That's a big composure shift. I think they go back into that map. They have a little bit more stuff noted, and I could see 144 taking map number 3.
Very much good, but don't know until we load into it. I'm sure they've learned a little bit since that last one. There was a couple of moments, a couple of situations they probably would regret with playing up the map a little bit. I believe it, as we said last time we were on Hype, was trying to do the right thing by his teammates, trying to get aggressive up the map, try and find those spawn picks, but it ultimately worked against them for 2 captures, which is the difference in the end. So depending on whether they want to stick to that game plan or not is going to be something we're going to have to wait to see. But the game plan worked up until a point, so it wasn't completely awful, and I feel like they will resort to a lot of the ways they were playing in that last set.
And it's I mean, there's nothing else to really say. I mean, I feel like both of these teams, like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Pinnacle 3-0'd them earlier, but now I feel like we're actually getting an even matchup here, Bezo. Like, I feel like this is the best COD we've seen all weekend, besides the Shinto Pinnacle matchup that was earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what, we're going to send it to a quick break. I think the players are just going to take a quick step away. So until they're ready to play, we'll see you guys shortly, but make sure you stick around because there's plenty more of the grand final still to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to more Call of Duty action. It is map 3 of our grand finals coming up very soon. We have got a Scar overload again. You saw it in the first series. You're seeing it again in the second series. Pinnacle was able to take it 3-2 in the first one. It's now 0-0, and this was 144's pick. So, feeling a little bit more confident. Could it be a 144 map win? Potentially. But again, Pinnacle looked very good on the overload as well, so could repeat that a little bit more. Bezo, tell me, how do you feel now that 144 has tied the series up at one piece?
I feel like it's a breath of fresh air for 144, and it's probably a little bit more concerning for Pinnacle. I feel like that map, they had moments where they feel like they should have gone on top, and they didn't. So that's going to be another one of those things where they're going to go into this map. You know, Conway's going to be leading the troops, saying, look, we just got to stick to our game, stick to being fundamental, do our 25% each, and we'll get over the line naturally. So I'm sure those boys aren't overly too concerned, but at the same time, the adrenaline that's going to be going through 144 Esports right now is insane.
Nah, indeed. Server's going to be able to find the first blood. Careful finding two, and this is a different squad. They already get a 4 dead, and here they go.
Oh,
the running shoes are on. They're trying to move it to the Bravo zone immediately. Luch just trying to iron it on out. Able to get the cap immediately, though. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. Sparks can be able to find some trades in the meantime, but hey, you get the cap this time. Pinnacle, guess what? They don't go to the EMP immediately like it was last game, so
26 seconds is all it took for them to get one. It took them almost 4 minutes in the last game to get a single capture. So already, one wave of kills. They know they've got the potential to do it now. It's about how you can set up your defense, how you're going to play your counter offense. There's so much different play at hand here. They have to do it in waves. They've got to play partially passive and see if they can stop Pinnacle from getting aggressive. Take mid-map control.
Take a look at number 3. That's going to be Sparks. Sparks taking a little bit of a route here from top green. Should be able to find 2. Potentially 3. Finds 1. Finds 2. May get shut down eventually by Conway. Does so. So in the meantime, nobody going to have control of the EMP just yet. Kind of just more of gunfights. TDM at the moment. 144, though, going to be able to pick this EMP up.
Slowly pushing their way up towards green here, and unfortunately running out of ammo. Not much you can do if you lose. You're just trying to throw some shoulders, play your life, see if you can find a gap to get through. Careful, might have given you a little pathway, but unfortunately wasn't in the right spot. And here goes Server as you see the green arrows start to turn back towards their spawn to pick up that cross. Able to find that kill. You're going to have to retrieve the EMP, start to work back as well, and try not play into Conmar's hands right here on this power position. But all 4 players just pushing the pace.
Yeah, indeed. And it's 3 dead now on the feed. That A zone's wide open. Number 3 going to be the closest one here. The cap comes on in. Touchdown, Pinnacle. They are able to tie this one up now at 1 apiece. If you're 144 here, you're looking for a counter cap, and they have the control as well. Number 4 has got to pick up this trade. Not going to be able to have just control just yet. It has now been a full reset. Pinnacle closest to the ball.
Man, very well played from Pinnacle. Just running as a pack of hyenas ready to pounce. They do well. They level it up. 2.5 minutes of time left. So much time for another team to stack a little bit more time. Grab another score, and I hope.
No.
I hope that isn't what I think it is. Is that our first issue of the day?
Oh, no.
No.
You wouldn't think. Hang on. I can maybe kind of watch from here. I think they have another POV. I'm just going to watch it from here, though. So it's tied 1-1 right now. The EMP is still working on through. I think Pinnacle has somewhat of control right now. Yeah, okay, so the enemy has the EMP. They're trying to push it on through P2. Let's see what they have going on. I can't see really too much. I mean, it's hard to see. Okay, Pinnacle has it at the moment. They're pushing on through. Oh my god, I don't know who this dude is, but he just found a 2. I think this is Server. It's going to be a big 2, though, for the enemy side here from the boys at 144. No one really having control at the moment. No one really looking for a cap. Minute 30 left on the clock, though, so we're about to see halftime coming up very soon. Yeah, you see me in the shot right here trying to cast this. I mean, it's a little difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. Server's pushed up in their base right now. He's trying to push up P4. I'm trying to wonder what he can find. Nobody in the window camping the base, but somebody just sitting in the back of the map ratting. I mean, you have to in this mode. I mean, I don't blame you. That's part of the game. I mean, you got to play defense. Indeed. I mean, you see it all in the chat right here. You got Steve-O going brazy with the defense chance. So is QB1. So, but yeah, the boys are they're just holding it down right now. No one's really getting aggressive. No one's really moving it up. 144 is going to have a little bit of control. Server's going to find a kill up top. Chaco is going to be able to find one as well. Should be a 3 dead. Might have some ground coming up. Might try to make the run here. Who has the device? I believe this is going to be Server. Just working through the middle of the map at the moment. Dies, and a few seconds left on the round here. I think there's about 25 seconds, and we should be going to the halftime. They're trying to get one more cap, potentially. Server finds a kill in the meantime, tries to find another, gets a double, gets a trip. No, he does not get the triple. Should have had it, though. Should have had it. Doesn't get it. Goes through the plane side. I don't think anybody's going to be able to cap right here. Ball should reset. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is tied at halftime 1-1. No one really having control, but hey, this is a good one to start us out. But hey, we can't see the gameplay, unfortunately, because we had a little bit of a crash. Unfortunate scenario here. Trying my best to cast it through a monitor. It's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we can't rejoin. Can we get a? Hopefully we get an admin down there. Maybe get the reset in since they're at halftime. But I mean, oh god. Of course this would happen. This is. I mean, it does stink. I tell you what, chat. We haven't had any problems all day. It's all good, though. It's all good. We're vibing. We are absolutely vibing right now. Let's see. So let me take a peek here and see if it's even started just yet. Let's see. Yeah, halftime. Okay, so it has started. Second half has started. Let me take a look. Let me take a peek. All right. So the boys already trying to push through P2. 144 is going to go ahead and find that. The first opening kill. Nobody has control of the EMP just yet. See, they have the ball. 144 has the ball at the moment. Trying to push on through. Server might potentially find a 2. Gets shut down in the meantime, though. Hold on a minute. I believe 144 may potentially get a cap. This thing is right on the zone. This thing is super close. 144 trying to push it on out. I think eventually the reset is going to come on in. No, it's still right there at the base. This could be a cap for the boys here at 144, and it is indeed. The boys have capped it. 144 is now up 2-1. Server is going to be able to find a kill in the moment. Should spawn right on the EMP. Does so. May be able to work this onto the A zone at the moment. It's going to have a little bit more reinforcements. No, it is going to be a player that shuts him down mid-cut. Grab the camera. I wonder if I actually can. I don't think the camera will see through the shade, though. I don't think it will. That's the thing. It's tinted window, so it's not going to pick it up with a camera. Oh, wait. No. Is that 3-1? Wait, did they get another one?
Oh,
okay.
Hell no.
No, they got another one. Yeah, okay, 144 got another cap. They are up 3-1 at the moment.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 144 up 3-1. And I mean, I think you needed that one map from the last series to kind of learn. And I mean, you've learned the curve a little bit. You're starting to play way better Call of Duty now. The boys are absolutely dialed, it seems like, from 144. A way different team from what I saw earlier today and Sunday. 2 minutes on the clock here. Pinnacle has got to figure out something here. You would not want the boys from 144 to go up 2-1. I mean, in the last series, though, I will say 144 was up 2-1, and they sold on the raid hardpoint. I mean, they had a 60-point lead. They had a 60-point lead, and Pinnacle was able to bring it back somehow, some way. Server not going to be able to get this kill. Could this be another cap on the side of 144? It is indeed. I mean, this is a whole different team right now.
My.
The boys are absolutely shooting, moving, a swooving, a duving, and they are looking like a professional football team. They want this whole thing. They want to win the Super Bowl. This is basically their Super Bowl right now. This is the Call of Duty kickoff. I mean, good God almighty, $6,000 prize pool, but both of these teams are fighting for here. In Pinnacle, down in a 1-4 situation, a minute 30, I believe, left on the clock as well. This one's got to be over, I think. I think we're going to see a hard point, which, I mean, next map, of course, is going to be a Den hard point. So, you know, we saw these two teams play that map earlier. Who was it? Do you remember who was able to edge that map one? Was that Luge and Co? Was that 144?
I feel like that was the...
That was, yeah. 144 won that. It was the first map of the last series.
Yeah.
So 144 won the Den hardpoint, and they go to a Den hardpoint in the next map potentially. I mean, there's no potential here. I mean, it's over. I mean, you're not going to be able to cap anything, really.
No.
It's a little bit too late. I mean, they're already off the minute timer now. There's seconds left as well. Man, oh man. 40 seconds left on the clock. You have got to make a play. You have got to play fast. I mean, I've some crazier things in the NFL before. I mean, I've seen a team down by 14 with 35 seconds left and somehow, some way win. And apologies, chat. You know, we're working on getting that gameplay for you at the moment. We're just having a little bit of technical difficulties. But hey, good thing is this series is tied, so you're going to see some more Call of Duty action in just a moment. It does not end here just yet. But hey, a little bit of a different of the tide here. Pinnacle has been beating 144 all day on the overload, and somehow, some way, 144, they're locked. They are locked in on this map. They're winning by a good majority right now, 4-1. Can we get a periscope? That's actually crazy. That's a crazy comm. But yeah, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 144 gonna be able to take that map. They're gonna be able to take the series lead as well. 2-1. We're going to a Den hardpoint. They played very good on that map one in that last series as well. Could be able to be your kickoff champions potentially. But hey, don't count Pinnacle out just yet. Their chemistry is something to look at. Their chemistry is always very good. They stay composed in moments like this, and they could force a game 5. We saw it in the last series. Will we see it again? It's going to be the question. I mean,
well, it is a good question, Tanner. And that Den hard point was a banging out between these two last time. And 144, I believe, were the victors in that result as well. So, I mean, this is not looking good for Pinnacle, even though this is a Pinnacle pick.
Yeah.
Pinnacle get up on this. Of course, we go to Scar for the final map. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot on the line here. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for either one of these teams in this next map. I feel like emotions are going to get very, very high, especially for 144 now, knowing that they are one map away from securing the grand final. I feel like this is where Pinnacle will thrive. And I expect Pinnacle to come out and likely flip the script on 144 here and send this the distance. Tanner, what about you? What do you think?
I mean, that would definitely be a movie finish, but I'm not going to lie. I think it's too deep now. I mean, 4-1, and like, you know, from the peak from what I saw and also from what you guys saw, I mean, it's kind of dry right now in that booth with Pinnacle. I mean, they are very simple. They are very composed. They do stay to themselves. They don't get too loud. You know, you had a moment with Choco whenever he got the clutch. Do not blame the man at all. But 144, they're moving, and they're shooting right now, and they're up. They're locked. So I think I just have to go with 144 because, I mean, they took it in the first series. So, I mean, I feel like they do it again.
Maybe so. Maybe so. And we're not going to know until we have the opportunity to get back in there. And wow, look at that. Talk about timing. Well, here we go. Straight into a ton of no break. The opportunity of a lifetime for 144 to get over the line, pull off the double best of 5 reverse sweep series. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be a story? All 4 of these players, and Luge, we spoke to earlier, super passionate about beating this team. They wanted to correct their mistakes, and they've come out and they've put themselves right in the prime position to do so.
I mean, it would be something absolutely crazy from getting 3-0 today, for beating this team now in 2 straight series, but it is, again, a very hard task. It's going to talk about teamwork and making the dream work, and Pinnacle already building the time as well. 10+ points on the hill, but you go ahead and take a look at those P2 rotations. You have already got 144 having the early P2 rotations, where on the map like this, you know, they were doing really good on P2. Now, somewhat, Pinnacle was breaking on in, but this is where they got majority of their points in that last series.
Yeah, it was. It was such a strong hill. We saw a lot of players getting turned on, burned on, doing crazy things inside of P2. Maybe we get some sort of similar outcome here, and here comes the pinch from both sides. Front side break on in first.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, okay. 144 just get ripped straight out of the hill. They broke in from the front. They get pieced up from the back. Just like that, Tanner. Pinnacle on top. Yeah,
Pinnacle on top indeed. Conwa somehow pulls out a 2-piece, but in the meantime, Server with a big 3. Luge's going to be able to shut him down, though. Shuts down Conwa in the meantime, but Pinnacle up to 40 points.
7 in a row. Just get shut down finally. It took a little bit. It took a bit of something. They got him in the end, and they needed that breathing room there. That last 15, 16 seconds there needed to go their way, and Server happy to go back once more, try his luck just to test the waters. Jocko there as well, but ultimately rotating over towards New, where Luge is already positioned and primed and waiting.
Yeah, Conwa's going to be waiting, but oh no! Double kill from Careful. Somehow wins it. Luge has control of that side too. Middle map's going to be contained for just the moment. 5's going to get taken out. Mid-map going to be controlled. Left side going to be controlled. The boys spawn pretty close, but you got to get some reinforcements. You got to get the gunny in. Here comes Pinnacle breaking on in. It's Conway with a big 2. It's Conway with a big 3. Can he find the final 4 is going to be the question.
My God, Conway starting to heat up. Here we go. Now he's starting to find some form. We knew it was coming. We knew Pinnacle knew what was at stake here. They have to step up in this moment. They're going to be able to force to get to that map 5. And, well, just like that, 144 comes straight back in and shut that shit down immediately.
I love it. Hype peeks the corner. He kills Kama, and he shoots the body. A little bit of a reaction there. I kind of like it, though. We haven't seen many body shot this weekend. What else a better place to do it than the grand finals? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, remember 144, 1 map away from being your kickoff champions. Pinnacle have got to win this if they are going to force the game 5.
Yeah, must win. Look at that score. That's closed in significantly as well. Pretty much neck and neck here, starting to slowly edge out. Will be Pinnacle. We're currently tucked inside of the time through Choco and Sparks. One of the last few players who was last up just gets taken out there, and Server will turn his attention back towards the front side of the hill, where he's able to find another one. You got Sparks once again trying to play that wall run. You got 2 players watching it. Almost fell off the map there. And ultimately, Pinnacle holding on very strong to this hill here.
But it's a big double from Luge here. They're trying to break on in. Luge trying to hit a route here. Can he find Choco on the tree? No, Choco picks up. Basically taking a quote from that boy Sugar. Sugar on a tree, he gonna shit on me. That's exactly what Choco does right there. He holds that tree down, and they hold the hill down. The boys are absolutely getting it dialed, and they are absolutely locked in.
Holy shit, Server has come to play right now. 16-6 on a 6 spree, 11-5 on a 4 spree from Choco as well. I mean, you couldn't ask for better stats from these two right now in this situation. I don't know if the Hellstorm was able to be acquired there. Maybe just fell short, but you have 144 Esports currently inside of the time, looking to fan out and try and find some kills, but unfortunately does not go their way. And I think I hear a streak on its way in. That's going to be Choco, maybe?
Yep, Choco.
Dropping that one in, wasn't able to find a kill.
I mean, Choco off to a 12-5 start. Like I said, has not really been performing much throughout the day today. You know, just kind of like even numbers and everything. But Choco going big in this Grand Finals Series number 2.
Absolutely. Good shots from Conmar as well. Pinched from the mid-cut as expected. Very common spot. Hard to get through from there. If you lose, you probably take the time to send yourself on that deep route. You want to try and get through. You got a buddy partner with you as well, which surprisingly did not spawn out 5. Now that's probably going to catch him off guard here, and you got to try and win that fight in the back.
Oh my gosh!
It's a big one-on-one, and he wins it on the rotation. Hype, must-win gunfight, got on top.
I mean, that's huge. No one's blocking out the spawn. Sure, they get the blessed spawn for the moment, but Hype goes actually insane. But they have got to win the trade battles. They have got to win these gunfights up front if they're going to be able to hold the hill. Luge finds one in the meantime, gets the stick, I believe, onto server. No, he does not. But the wins, the trades are going in the way of 144 Esports. You get this time, you're right back into the game, and you also have the lead. My God.
Oh man, how much can you rely on server to save you in this position right now? Because he can only do so much, and I mean, he's really giving it a good go. Oh my goodness, Hype! Once again, another massive moment on this hill, Tanner. I swear, they are coming for vengeance here.
Absolute vengeance once down, but they are now up. They almost line up for him. Goes for the chow, almost finds it. Not going to be able to do so, though. Number 3, that's going to be Sparks of the rotation. Finds the early pick. Going to have the support from Luge as well, too, going on the rotation as well. And it's the boys from Pinnacle trying to fight on in.
Oh, my.
He's got 2 players to deal with, though.
Oh, my. Keep going, Choco. Keep going. He's feeling himself right now. Here comes the contest from the mid-cut. Careful, able to find that one. Nezra, it's been huge in a couple of the other game modes, though. It'd be nice to see him step up a little bit more. He's been very taken out of this game, much like Careful and Conwar picking up a team kill there. I don't think will affect them too much because they still have that close spawn, but you got to keep your eye on the minimap. You got to look at that next hill, and number 1, Luge, has spawned pretty much right on top of the new hill.
Yeah, on top of the new hill as well. Sparks trying to find some kills as well. Does he know Conway is going to be right under him, though? Server, you peek him, and he's absolutely gone. 2 up. Should be a trade. Yep, Luge able to find it, though. Not immediately, though. Number 2 going to get the flip, though. Does he get the timing on 5? Does he win the gunfight? You got to get the scrap time. I feel like that's actually huge. And the boys here from 144 going to have the early rotations for P4.
And Choco happy to go back. He picks up another one, which is good. You know, every second is going to count. That'll get him 151, 145, 6-point difference here. Slowly starting to increase that lead again as well as they win the rotation over towards noon. You do have Sparks hiding in the back. They don't know he's there, and in fact, Fawn spawns next to him as well. So now you've got an outnumbered situation. Pretty much level now on the time. They take their time, but it's given Pinnacle a chance to regroup some numbers towards the front side of the hill. Now they've stacked at 3 versus 2, holding on very well.
This is where Pinnacle extended their lead the last time was on this P4 hard point. I mean, Choco was absolutely holding it down. They're doing the same thing again. Once a 10-point game, now a 40-point lead. Server holding it down on the tree. Finds 3. Can they find the last person? No, it's going to be Hype with the big 2. Can Hype get the 3-piece? It's going to be the question. Goes for the wall bounce. Goes for the dolphin dive. Some different type of movement. Looking like Shotzi potentially on the map, but not going to be able to get the kill. Pinnacle now could be potentially over the 200-point mark and pushing us potentially to a Scar S&D.
What a hill. What an absolute must-get hill. They've put on so many points from that hill just alone. That might be enough to push them over the line if they can stay consistent here on P1. Keep it nice and contested. Hold that P2 spawn. Don't cause the flip because you know 144 are going to do their best to try and get aggressive on this time. They're going to look for that flip as well. So whatever you can do to stay alive is going to be huge.
You got to stay alive indeed. But look at the time now. 144 starting to build on it as well. They have also secured that positioning. So for the moment, you have the P2 spawns. But remember, that can flip at any moment. If somebody takes a route. But you have to stay strong. You got to stay composed here if you're 144. Remember, this map right here wins you it all. Pinnacle, 45 points, and we go to map number 5.
Server's been that guy to step up so far. Well, he's looking to be that guy to get through on the flank. 5 and 3 meet head on, and 3's going to come out on top. Spark shutting down Server. Choco, last one alive. He's going to have to rotate through the tiles here, and that difference is closing in very slowly. 144. They're pretty decent on this P2 hill. Both teams usually trade a lot of points on this one here, but we'll see. Nezra finding a couple at front.
You get the spawns in. You got to pre-fire the door. You got to wait for the reinforcements to come in. You cannot let them apply pressure. Conma can be able to find one. Luge going for the chow. Able to find it with the Dravic for the moment, though. Luge trying to apply more pressure. Finds 2. Hits the stun as well. This is going to be huge for the boys here at 144. They're bringing it back. Holy shit, chat. What a grand finals.
Yeah, this is going to go right down to the wire once again. We're having another 200 hard point here. It's going to be less than 50 points. That settles this here, and a possibility of winning the grand final will go into a map 5 is what's on the line here, and Nezra can do what he can do here, but the time cannot win for either one of these teams. They can't get it done on this one. They're going to have to go to another P3. Sparks trying to keep him in this as well, trying to get any amount of time they can for 144. And they're doing what they can on the rotation here as well. Pinnacle through Nezra.
I mean, Nedra wins a big gunfight. 1 and 4 going to spawn toward the P4 side. You got number 3 just waiting, playing this patiently, saying, hold on, let's get some info, and then eventually I can hit the pinch. But you got to find some kills, and Careful finds the blood to get on in.
Here we go. Nezra picked up late.
There it is.
Started very poorly. Made his way slowly back into this game, and he's starting to be a pivotal piece here, but that is the piece they needed. 144, find the break. 6-7 team streak now with control over the hill. It's 2 successful waves in between them and the grand final. They've got 3 plays inside of the time tanner. Can they get it done from here?
It is back and forth trades, and Sparks is absolutely going crazy. Hype finds one in the meantime. Shoko finds one. Shoko going for another Hype with the big 2, and it's going to be the boys here from 144 holding it down. 10 points, all he needed.
Sparks on the 6 spree. He might be the one to get it done here. 8 seconds needed. The contest is going to come in. Nezra gets dropped. That's the 4 down, Tanner.
Look,
they're not going to have enough time, though. It's 2 seconds short.
But he has the heli.
16 seconds. It's so similar to the last time.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Forcing him inside. Number 2's gonna hop the hill. It's contest. You have to stay on. Could be a potential team kill. It is indeed.
Oh my God!
It's a team kill.
He took his teammate out.
Oh my God. I mean, you cannot make this shit up right now. 144, you gotta run to the point. You gotta get a contest. This has been Pinnacle's Hill all game long. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, game 5 could be happening.
Last chance. The break. Loot. They can heal, but no. They just get over the line.
I didn't do shit that game, bro. Good shit, guys.
Oh my goodness! What has just happened?
No words. Absolutely no words.
Tanner.
They don't get the tick like the last time. Pinnacle hits the early rotation. You call in the Hellstorm missile. You think that benefits you for the moment. You push the players inside. One has to stay on, and that's a huge contest. Even at the moment you get the enemy, you get 2 team kills. It hurts you. It bites you. You wish you maybe had that one back and you fought it with the gunny. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to see a map number 5 for the game arena Call of Duty Black Ops 7 kickoff. Someone here is going to be a champion. Who is it going to be? 144 or Pinnacle? Holy shit.
This is fucking nuts. That is one of the craziest endings I've seen to a hardpoint in my time casting. I don't think I've seen a moment where there were 3 single opportunities for a player to go huge and win the game single-handedly, and someone else came in, took that moment from them. I mean, that streak is just something that may end up haunting 144 Esports. I mean, you've done so well. It picks up 2 enemies, but it takes out your teammate at the same time. You spawn so far away. You've got one final push. Server ends up going big, I believe, inside of the time, and someone got a massive kill. I don't even know who got the final kill to get Pinnacle that final second, but I swear it was so similar to the last time we watched them play Den Hardpoint. It was that half second that ticked them over in the end. It was that saving grace, and it was the exact same chain, P3 to P4.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I can't believe, I cannot believe that I just witnessed that. I cannot believe I just witnessed that. I cannot believe that just happened. That's the craziest hardpoint I have ever casted. Because 144, you got to remember, they were down by 40 points and they brought it back. They brought it back. They held it down. Beautiful P3. They got a wonderful break. Wonderful. And you just didn't get the thing you needed. The 1 second tick. You don't get the buzzer beater this time. The Hellstorm missile comes in. The player stays on the point. Brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, you had to or you lose the game. The Hellstorm takes out the teammate. Oh my gosh. Chat. That one's so insane. We're going to send you guys to a break. We'll be back here in just a moment for map number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is it. This is the tournament. This is Game 5 Grand Final Series number 2. This will be the deciding factor. Whoever takes home the crown, who takes home the championship. Is it going to be 144 Esports or is it going to be Pinnacle? Here we go. We are on Scar S&D. No better map to kick us off here.
We'll see how much the snipers play impact in this map compared to some of the others as well. And super influential throughout this entire grand final.
I mean, Bezo, he misses the shot. Usually you don't see that. The Game 5 nerves hit, but it doesn't matter. You give him 2 attempts. He's 1 for 2, 50% of the way. 4v2. Now you have the numbers advantage. You're moving up to the bomb site now.
Big numbers advantage, 4 versus 2. We've seen it done before, though. Pinnacle can get this done. It's Server, Nezra Server, who's been super capable of getting things done for his team, but Hype taking him straight out. 1 versus 4. Sniper in hand, not going to be able to get it done.
You got to remember, their search right now is on lock. Their search is absolutely locked down right now. And especially on this map, too, 144 is absolutely dialed in. I mean, they took the S&D in the last series. Even the series before, they won 6-0. So this is where the disadvantage is going to come in for Pinnacle, but this is where that team chemistry of teaming for basically 2 Call of Duties now has to come into play. You guys have got to stay composed. Like Conwa said here in this interview, simple. We can't do dumb things. We cannot think dumb. We cannot get caught in the moment, especially in this moment in the grand finals. But hey, 1-0 now to 144 Esports. 5 more rounds away, and they may just be your champions.
We're going to have to see. Good first round for 144. Pinnacle, a lot of pressure on these guys as well. Losing that first best of 5. Now down, being stretched to the absolute limit here in the second.
Indeed.
See how they open up this side, being on offense as well.
Lord have mercy. 4v4. God, I mean, I'm really calling out simple stuff. I can't even cast right now. I mean, it's got me nerve-wracking, but hey, Pinnacle making their way now to the A site could be a potential plan coming up very soon.
Look at Luge, wasting no time to get aggressive. This is the sort of stuff that can be punishing. Tried to get that early information. Stun tag connects on bomb. Late nade's going to land. We know he's been dangerous with that sniper. You got to be careful on that next shoulder because he could get ready. But gives up the angle.
I mean, no one's going to peek just yet. Might have just saw the gamer tag at Choco. Could be up next. Bomb plant going down. Sees Nedra. Gets the spot, though. 3v3 in the meantime, though. Hype going to be able to find the trade. And it's a 1v3.
Bang. Yep, there it is. Server. Last one up. They know he's nearby. They know he's down to 10 health as well. It's 1 versus 2. Not a situation you can abuse in. They play the kill. They play it well. And there it is. 2 rounds in a row. I'll tell you what, Tanner. With every round they win, that adrenaline must be just pumping harder and harder and harder for some of these guys. And what a situation to be in.
I mean, what an absolute situation to be in right now. You're up 2-0, but remember, this is all I'm gonna say. You can start out fast, but remember, don't get too ahead of yourself here. You know, this is still a talented Pinnacle squad. You saw it almost happen in the Game 5 in the first series where they almost came back. But I'm gonna have to say, 144, different mentality on this map. I mean, they're just absolutely dialed. They're playing probably like, I mean, they probably are the best team in the venue. Let's just be quite frank with you on this map, and it's definitely showing why they're up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, for sure. And there goes Luge. Straight out. Tried to get a bit too active there. Lost a lot of site control. Tried to take late. Did not fare very well for him here. And here's Hype. A lot of shots down. He's going to see a lot of different players here. It's about how well you can stay alive. Or when you got a sniper watching over you, you can only do so much. Conwar and Nezra back down to a 2 versus 3. Bomb slowly shifting back to blue as well, so you can take your time here if you're the defense. You don't have to press anything just yet, but have a look at the offense steering fast towards B.
Yeah, and look at that. You already have the back spawn control, so if they try to wrap around as well, it's not going to be able to work in your favor, and this is right here. Conwa going to have no idea. This is going to be Sparks with an easy blood. Bomb goes down as well. Nedra now in the 1v3. It's possible, but quite frankly, almost damn near impossible.
Oh, it's very possible. And with that snipe in the last shot there, I mean, it's just another round add to the total right now. But you've got to think Pinnacle at some point surely have to snap out of this. We know how good of a team they are. We know what they spoke about when Conmar was on earlier, talking about all the fundamentals and this team's capability and the trust and faith they have in each other. Well, we've seen a couple of undisciplined things so far. A couple of things they could very well easily correct. But it needs to be this next round. If this blows out to 4-0, you may as well chalk this up. It's going to be very difficult at that point to bring it back.
I mean, very difficult indeed. You got 8 kills combined from Hype and Careful. It's a 9 spree combined from 144 Esports right now. And the boys from Pinnacle getting super aggressive on the safe side, and I like this. Play together as a team, make the dream work, make the comeback happen.
And make Hype work for it too. He's forced to back off. You haven't got the insta-plant down though because you're worried about utility. You don't necessarily have a trophy on bomb. You're worried about that player playing close. In that mid shot there, Spark's able to get a nade kill. Hype looking to get maybe something going here. Spots the feet.
Oh,
Have to be careful. Great shots though. 3 versus 1. Final player alive, Conmar. They usually know he plays on these stairs here. Picks up 1, but numbers advantage very well against him.
May just go for the hop.
See what they do with the defuse.
Yeah, they may just go for the hop
They
here.
haven't yet though.
They haven't yet, and Kama's hitting a wrap. Wait, they're not checking. Hold on a minute.
What the hell?
They're not going to check it. He checks bomb, though. They know he's going to be there. Not going to be able to get out with his life. Oh, my gosh. Meso.
Okay.
This is a speed run.
Okay. Wow, you're really lucky to get away with that there if you're 144. You had so much time to defuse. They expect him to retell the same side as well, which is interesting, but I feel like Conway just checks the bomb and just gets out again real quick. I know we didn't see the guy up top, but you almost just have to take the chance, check and run again, relocate. Don't stay on the site for too long and he just gets caught out.
Yeah, I thought, you know, maybe
4-0.
Maybe hits the shoulder. Maybe goes toward the back steps right there. Plays just for the little jump spot and everything like that. But again, you know, we're not in the game and everything, so we're not thinking of that stuff at the moment. But that's crazy. Wow. Pinnacle down 0-4. But you can't make an 0-4 comeback unless you're down 0-4. Let's see if it happens here in the game 5. If not, 144 may just be your champions.
Look at this. Aggressive middle push. Caution to the wind, if you will. Not really structured, not necessarily playing for one thing specifically. God. And the man himself, who's been an absolute fucking menace on the sniper all damn day, has taken 2 out early. And we might be seeing a 5-0 lead here.
Oh my gosh. Careful. 7-0. It's an absolute masterclass from him with this sniper right now. Has the Hellstorm missile. 1v4 now for the man Choco. You had a clutch earlier. Let's see if he can make one happen. You take the Careful man out now. Give him his first death on the board. 1v3. Bomb not down just yet. A hard task coming by. You're just going to be able to get the back shots on in. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 144, 1 round away from being your kickoff champions. An 0-5 comeback could be potential here. We're here down to the moment. Bezo, this might just be it.
This might be it. This should be it. You think in this position, 5-0 is enough to get it done from here, but I swear, I have seen teams choke this before. Now, this is no jinx. Pinnacle have to pull their fingers out and start working back into this game. They've left it the furthest possible, latest time you could ever want to do it in the last final map of the damn tournament. Gotta be from here. And if Careful hits a snipe, it's a wrap.
I think they've ran out of gas. Spark's going to be on the plane heady, though. Just going to get the info. Going to be able to get out with his life, too. 5-2. Going to have an important gunfight. Mid-map. That's going to be Sparks with the first blood. 4v3. Where do you go now?
Oh, where do you go but backwards? There's Careful picking up Conwar again. Oh, the man's just been an absolute gem on the sniper all day. It's going to be down to Nezra, down to Choco. Here comes the streak as well. It's just going to force you inside.
And that's it! There we go! Oh my gosh! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 144 Esports are your Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Game Arena Kickoff champions, and you can't do it in better fashion. It's a hot 6-0.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my God, Bezo.
God damn. Oh, what do you even say? For the series to be that damn close, to finish 6-0, I mean, are we serious? fucking hats off to 144 Esports. Good on the guys. And again, Pinnacle. I mean, your 2 maps are your 2 hard points. You lose both S&Ds. You drop that Scar as well. Yeah, that's just a tragic way to lose the tournament, but double best of 5, clutch from winners down to losers, back up into the grand final. They ran the gauntlet. I'm sure Luge is going to be absolutely over the fucking moon right now, and I cannot wait to hear the man himself jump on the mic.
Wow.
And talk his shit, because he very much deserves it.
Sorry if I'm interrupting. The boys are getting in here. I mean...
Oh, shit. Where am I going? The fuck y'all want me to go? Oh,
here,
center cam?
Here, hang on, boys. All right. Kind of, you're going to have to duck down a little bit. You're going to have to duck down just a little bit.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here with the champions, 144 Esports brothers. Tell me, it was a fight. 3-0 in winter finals. Bracket reset on the way. You go to the game 5 in series number 2, and it's not even close. It's an absolute belt to ass. Tell me, how we feeling?
Great. Boys, I've already spoke. I mean, I feel fucking excellent. I can't lie.
Amazing. I mean, that's what we expected.
Yeah? That's what you expected?
I mean, what did I tell you earlier today?
Yeah.
What did I tell you?
You did.
I said we were winning this shit, did I not?
Look. Hold up, chap. Let me tell you this. I had it. Look at this.
We got receipts.
What does it say? What does this say right here if it focuses?
I can't even read it.
All right. Well, basically it says 144 is feeling very confident and wants to prove the haters wrong. They have so-called 3 onliners, and they're going to make a land win happen. He quote-unquote quoted that to me today, and he said he was going to prove everybody wrong, and they fucking won the whole thing.
I think we all said that.
I mean, well.
I relayed the message.
I wouldn't think had us in the top 3.
Tanner. I mean,
hold on, he's talking. Hold up, Bezo's talking. Bezo's talking.
That is. Listen, boys, I'll let you guys get to your celebration. I just want to know real quick, where's the fucking FaZe sniper? Where is he? Which guy? I want to see.
Headset.
I want to see who was the one ripping heads. Who was the one-shot master today? Careful.
Yes.
You were an absolute masterclass today. How you feeling, man? You were a dominant force right through
I'm feeling
what we were able to witness on the snipe.
I mean, no one here can guard my snipe. It's just free picks.
What do you feel like?
What?
I mean, Luch was saying you were the best sniper in the tournament. I've got to hear it from you. Do you think so now as well?
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. There you go. I mean, right through, all 4 of you guys stepped the fuck up big time in the grand final. You guys pulled off a double best of 5 reverse sweep. I mean, that's got to feel something special, and especially after being called onliners. I mean, your back's against the wall going down into losers. You get 3-0'd. You guys were pissed. I mean, Luge, you came on, you were pissed. I can't wait till you see that shit back and you see your face when you walked in that room. I mean, you had Tannen real nervous. He didn't want to talk to you at one point, but I'm really happy for you guys that you got it done. You guys genuinely deserve it, and fuck, go enjoy your win, boys.
Thank you.
Well, guys, you got anything to add? Any final words?
It's always an underdog story.
I want to shout out 144 Esports for sending us here.
Nice.
Appreciate y'all for sending us here. Yeah, man, I'm about to go celebrate. So that's all I can say. No. Appreciate y'all for casting. Bezo, Tanner. Appreciate Game Arena for putting on the event. Yeah, that's it.
Well, hey, congrats, boys. You guys go out there and celebrate. You absolutely deserved it. Good luck in the Black Ops season, my boys. Y'all killed it this weekend. Y'all brought the vibes. Y'all brought the gunny. You brought the mental. Absolutely dialed. Absolutely toned in. Absolutely. But before we leave, chat, it wouldn't be a cinematic ending without a Game 5 and a shoey from the man Bezo!
I owe my boy Cheeto. I told him I owed him one every time. In fact, I want Cheeto here for this.
That boy is taking a shoey. Oh my gosh, what an absolute legend! He's putting that shit down down. Absolute legend tosses the shoe as well. My God, that's the cast-off champion for a reason.
144, congratulations. Well-deserved shoey. Aussie culture, get that up, ya. A lot of hair and dust in my mouth right now. That was not a clean shoe whatsoever. Fucking hell. But it's been an absolute pleasure, Tanner. I mean, for everything we've gone through today, it's been a, 7-8 hour stream.
Yeah, sure has.
Absolute ride and a half from start to finish. We've had banger after banger. So many good moments. So many good matches. I mean, our calls, I feel like they were just so good, but none of that would have happened without the people that were here to vote for us to be in this position. And of course, for Game Arena, all the sponsors, all the organizers, all the production team, everyone who comes together to make this a thing, who are able to get all of us casters on. It is an absolute privilege, as always, for me on the other side of the world to be able to participate in these events. And I fucking love each and every one of you for giving me the opportunity. And Tanner, I couldn't have worked with anyone better, man. Absolute fucking duo. You killed it today.
I appreciate it. It almost brings tears to my eyes, you know. Started casting here. Started casting in CoD, MW3. Move on through Black Ops 6. Move my way on up now. Win the cast off. Win it with Bezo, of course. He was an absolute killer duo this weekend. The Odyssey was getting it done, obviously, on the comms with the vibes as well. You see the man put the shoey down. But, yeah, same thing. Just want to thank Game Arena. I want to shout out everybody that helped this weekend. If it comes from anywhere, being a fan, a spectator, observer, production. Listen, even all the casters as well. You guys killed it. You guys did a wonderful job. And just know, to all of my production crew, to everybody out there, I love you guys so much. And again, congrats to 144 Esports, and also GG's to every team that participated this weekend. Remember, it was a 52 team tournament with a $6,000 prize pool. Only one team unfortunately can go away with the W, but I mean, my God, that was an absolute cinematic finish. You couldn't have asked for a better one. But chat, this has been your boy Tantrums here. Bezo, you got anything else you want to wrap up with?
Just a big congratulations again to 144, and I hope those boys party and they enjoy the win. And I'm just so glad to be here, man. Thank you so much to everyone who had me on. Make sure you guys keep tuning in, though, because this isn't the last time. I'm very sure of it. Make sure you guys keep supporting, getting around all these teams, all these players, and all these events, because without you guys, none of it's possible. But for now, that'll be it from us. Thank you to Game Arena for having us on for another successful Game Arena Black Ops 7 launch tournament. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys on the next one.